Hello, and welcome to the Humanity, where we do the things with the stuff for the people. I am Matt's hair.
And I'm Tommy's lack of hair. Oh, on theme. Welcome to the show tonight. I am a little flustered. Uh, I was having like all the technical difficulties trying to get things all set up. Well, I guess not all of them, but some pretty major ones. So basically, the long and short of it was essentially my laptop apparently just forgot that Wi-Fi is a thing. Like it literally just turned it on, like it said like no internet, and like I went usually where you click on the little icon to select Wi-Fi networks, and that wasn't even showing up. Like I was going into settings, like literally just searching for Wi-Fi in settings, and like nothing was showing up. So
You don't have that anymore.
yeah, apparently not. So fortunately, like I just have a really long LAN cable, so I could run like from here back to my office where my modem is.
That's a crazy spare LAN cable to have. You're like, I happen to have a spare cable that's the whole length of my house.
No idea. Yeah, and I have no idea why we have it. It might be something left over from like in that house. So
Your connection just went screwy. You froze up again. Hello, hello, you are frozen. No way, yes says hello. I heard a grunt. All right, he should be back in a second.
there, yeah, like literally right as I was saying, yeah. So, yeah. All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
And you are
Yeah.
moving this time as well.
Yeah, literally right as I was saying, yeah, we have this old LAN cable, but it's not the most reliable
You just
thing. And
kicked
then
it.
like, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway,
Just
so
don't exhale, too deeply, and maybe it'll keep working.
yeah, so on top of the Wi-Fi not working, also Bluetooth just wasn't working. So that's why so I got the little
Yeah,
wired.
tucked into your shirt. I don't do that because I am sure I'll stand up and yank my laptop with me.
See, and now that you said that, I probably will do that as well. So, all right. So welcome. It's good to be here again for the second time. So,
Praise be science.
yeah. Usually, although I don't know, the science ain't sciencing for me tonight. I don't know what the deal is.
It's the
So,
elections. Doesn't know what to do.
yeah, they know.
Up is down, black is white.
Up is west, east is black, and something. All right. Well, I'm definitely in the mood to get to our drinks tonight because
Yes.
So I'll start.
Okay.
So, but mine has a bit of a story actually. So if you want to start with yours,
Pappy Tommy has a story. Mine is a Belgian Golden Strong from High Grain Brewing Company, which is like 6 blocks away. They always put the style super bold, and then the name is real tiny. This one's called Oost.
Oost.
I'm guessing it's an umlauted O because it's a double O, and it's
Well, no, an umlaut O would if you
that'd be E-O-E, right?
that'd be
You're locked up again.
yeah. And also weird, like, is you froze both times, but I swear both times you froze with like the same exact like facial expression and
I don't have that many. They're frozen again. Monkey piss.
yeah. So this is gonna be fun. But I was going to say if you don't have the umlaut, the way you
Easily froze up again.
so
Just
yeah,
gonna throw things.
yeah.
Fuck everything. Can you do like Can you lower your data? Like low data mode?
I have no idea.
You
I
have
don't.
a PC, so I don't think that's a thing on there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's literally just an issue with the cable itself. Like I said, it's this old. Well, I said I don't know if you heard this part, but I said at one point I think it's back from like when I was in college and like the house I was living in, just the way we had our internet set up. This was like I didn't even have a laptop. I was still just running a desktop. We didn't have Wi-Fi in the house. This was back in the old days when Wi-Fi wasn't necessarily a given. So literally, like we would have our modem like on the first floor, and I was running a long cable like up the stairs, like up to my bedroom and everything. So yeah, so I guess we'll see how this goes. But
I was gonna laugh really hard when you were about to describe where you got it, you froze up again. Like right as you're like, I don't know if you heard this.
You didn't. So anyway, so that's Matt's beer. So my beer, we'll see if I can get through this explanation. So if you remember from last week, the very disappointing New Belgium Tropical Voodoo Ranger, whatever IPA pack that I didn't know was like the tropical version. Like, long story short, like all the beers in that variety pack were just gross. Like with the all the artificial tropical fruity flavors in it. Not that I'm necessarily against artificial flavors, because I've had plenty of artificial flavors I like, plenty of natural flavors I don't. But these just had all the things when they think, yeah,
Froze again for a second, then came back.
yeah. So, did you see me flipping off my computer while I was?
No,
It
just kept that to itself.
That's good. Well, anyway, so long story short, too late. That beer sucked. So my next plan was okay. I'll see if I can get some like actual good IPAs and maybe like mix them. But like I tried that, so I got the Founders. Was it their Citra? Well, here I have one. That's going to be my second drink. No, the Centennial IPA.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Because they have like 15 packs for the price of a 12 pack. So I was like, cool. So I literally like took my beer glass, started like literally I only poured like the crappy tropical IPA like up to there and filled the rest of it.
Oh, okay, good.
First I tried it half and half, but
Well,
half and half was like no, still too strong. So then I just filled the rest of it all the way up with the Centennial, and I could still taste that shitty tropical fake flavor in there. So I was just like,
yeah.
and
I was at my
yeah.
cousin's house last night. Was it last night? Fuck, I don't know. 2 nights ago. I was picking something up, and he was showing me all these terpenes that he had bought when he was trying to like mix up vape THC concentrate that like tasted just like the real strain. Smelled like it tasted like same effects. He said super hard because some of that stuff is like some of the same things they put in beer to give it its flavor. Because terpenes are in a lot of like natural / artificial flavoring, and some of it is so potent that like micrograms is how it has to be measured.
Yeah. It was like I said,
which is what somebody explained to me why this guy on the airplane one time just smelled like pancakes. He made the whole plane smell like pancakes, like pancakes and syrup. And somebody told me it was probably artificial flavoring stuff. He might have been a salesman and he got some on him because that just like the littlest bit goes.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you probably like know like if like here in Cincinnati, like you were driving up like 75, like a few miles north of downtown, like I think like around like the Mitchell or like Norwood, like the lateral exits, like there's a flavors factory basically close to the highway, and like
and then there was Jim Beam across the highway from there.
Yeah, so
it smelled like mash and jam.
Yeah. But anyway, so basically I gave up on that whole experiment because like all those, and I also felt bad because I did something I pretty much never do, and like I ended up just dumping a beer down the sink because it was just so
no,
like I just could not drink it.
Heavens to Michelob Ultra.
I know, that's one of the other few beers I would actually dump down the thing. But like,
so the only one I hadn't finished that was free.
Yeah, like I can power through like a Coors Light, Budweiser. It's like it's not great, but I can at least. But these, like, I just could not drink them. Partially, it was like they didn't even really taste like beer. Like they just tasted like whatever flavoring they were putting in it. So anyway,
Yeah,
so not only do I have the Centennial
I blame
IPA,
sororities.
that too, but so not only do I have the Centennial IPA, that's actually my second drink for the evening. Spoiler alert! But
Oh no!
super happy because for my
Go home,
first,
everybody. Stop listening.
but for my first drink of the evening, I am super excited about this because this is one of my favorite beers, and it's only out this time of year. The Great Lakes Nosferatu Double Red IPA.
Comes in a 4-pack, right?
This was a six. This was a 6-pack.
Oh, get out of
But I think that the tall boys maybe come in a 4-pack, but this is just the regular 12 ounces. Those
Oh yeah.
come in a 6. But yeah, because like red IPAs is probably my favorite style.
It's an Imperial Red, right?
Yeah. Well, they changed it. Like last time it said Imperial, now it says Double. I don't really know what the difference is, but
Marketing.
yeah. But yeah, just so good.
So this beer I saw apparently won gold and silver in an U.S. Open Beer Championship during COVID, 20 and 21. What are we doing tonight? Oh, first of all,
yeah. First, also, anyone in the chat, if you're enjoying a beverage or anything this evening, let us know. So
last night was good. I didn't even know all that much stuff was happening. I knew that we had local stuff in our little city.
So we're talking about the election, right?
Election, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then the Mamdani race was a big deal.
Yeah, in New York. For their mayor.
I didn't realize there were like governors and lieutenant governors on the ballot in several states.
Yeah, big win for the Democrat governor in Virginia. That was
they flipped.
Yeah,
two positions. I don't know. So there's governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, and two of those were flipped.
Yeah, I think it was. I want to say it was lieutenant governor, but yeah, that was huge. Also, here in our lovely city of Cincinnati. Oh, no way! Call back to Dr. Kip on Budget Scripture Saturday over the weekend. Matt, did you catch that?
No, I didn't get a chance.
Apparently, all he when he went to the liquor store, like he wanted some whiskey, but like all they had was like the big. It looked like almost like he said it was like a 2-liter bottle of Crown Royal,
and it had that like glass ring in it. Did it have that?
Some
of those giant ones have like a thing where you put your thumb in it so you can like
I didn't
ceramic jug it like a hillbilly.
I didn't notice that. He may have been.
Come on, something that big. It needs like.
Yeah. Well, he was saying he needed 2 hands, so maybe it didn't. So.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Anyway, so. Yeah, so hopefully, no way you can find yourself something or the equivalent, whatever helps you get through this evening.
I wish I knew more about the variations in Canadian whiskey. There aren't that many, I think.
Yeah,
like variations.
Yeah, I know there's Canada Club. That's another one, but.
If there was like a Canadian rye whiskey, that would be pretty good.
Oh, but speaking of Crown Royal, people who are in the United States, or at least familiar enough to know about the great state of West by God, Virginia. I remember during COVID, I was in West Virginia briefly, most because like the ex, like we're visiting her family and they live like right across the river in Ohio from West Virginia. So the closest Walmart and places to go is usually in West Virginia. So we're going to the Walmart for something. So it was a Walmart in West Virginia. So I mean that, is exciting enough. But I swear, like we were
in town center.
Mm-hmm. But I just love like the way I put it. It's like, all right, we're in the Walmart. It's like, okay, I've been in West Virginia 5 minutes and I already see someone walking through the store and their mask is a repurposed Crown Royal bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, that checks out. Also, hi, Aaron.
You can't really breathe through those very well.
Yeah. So no one was getting COVID. I mean, I don't know how this person was breathing anything.
But they're just blowing everything out the sides and the gaps in it.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was like, West Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. No, hi, Aaron.
Tommy says hi.
The other people probably say hi too. Oh, speaking of Aaron, so for people who don't know, or if you do, like we mentioned before, so Matt and Aaron, they have their own business where like Matt does like handyman work and Aaron handles more like the admin, scheduling, and yeah, organization stuff. So, but you're coming like it's just the two of you. So the other day, I don't know why, but I just started imagining like I wonder if like because I if you like as a company like have to if you I just was imagining you two still like doing like performance reviews like on each other, but
Yeah, we do that. It gets a little ugly.
but the way I was imagining you two doing it, just because like it's literally just you two, you can do it like however you want, like still like actually doing it like completely seriously as far as like the conversation, like what you're talking about, but you're both just wearing chicken hats, like just cause. And
that would take the edge off of a lot of conversations.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was just an image that was in my head the other day. So I figured
I'm going to show something.
Share. Okay.
Briefly. Check that out.
Wow. Now this comment came before, but it applies. So.
Holy shit! About what?
I actually don't know what that was about because it was already there. But anyway, so yeah, elections here last night. It was
a big fucking deal.
Yeah, for here in Cincinnati, a big deal.
Oh yeah, JD Vance's brother.
We managed to fend off JD Vance's half brother who was running for mayor.
He had the same fucking round head.
Yeah, but
squished a face like right in the middle of it, and he has like less charisma.
Yeah, and he got like something like 12% of the vote or something like that.
Yeah, he got, which was like 2,000 people.
Yeah, it was pathetic, but also from what I hear, like most people were saying, like his campaign didn't even really seem serious. It was almost just like he like moved to town like a couple years ago or something.
Yeah,
and he just like, well, I'm just gonna run because as a Republican because
you owe me.
Yeah. And but yeah, so we managed to fend him off. So we kept a pure ball.
It was probably practice for something. He's probably gonna run for something bigger next. He's gonna try to fail upward. All those assholes do, and then somehow you're like, I thought he was an asshole when he was running for mayor, but now he's running for Senate. Yeah. He seems to have a lot of good ideas. Like,
it's like, yeah, he just wasn't cut out for like the like executive type, but as a legislator, that's
no, you know what they were missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they know. Yeah, it's like a hipster from 2017.
Yeah. So does JD.
So he's trying to be something before it was cool, way after it was cool. So that's
a good description of JD too. Like he kind of has that like asshole hipster vibe. He has the face for it.
Mm-hmm.
You offend me, sir. He does that kind of shit all the time.
Yeah. Which I will say, this was something that for Halloween, did you see what JD Vance did for Halloween?
Put a wig on, didn't he?
Well, basically, he dressed up as that meme of him, which I would say, under normal circumstances, like I'd say, okay, that's cool that he's able to take this thing, like, and have fun with it. But what's that?
He doesn't, though.
Okay, but here's the thing. They don't just have fun because there'd be things like immigrants, or like not necessarily immigrants, but just people like entering the country from other countries not being allowed because they had that meme on their phone and shit like that. So they're like, they were not having fun and joking with it, but now he's trying to be like, oh, I see him having fun with it, folks. It's like, yeah, tell that to like the other people who you like wouldn't let have the meme. But
yeah, but he was still giving big fuck off vibes with that little video he did.
I didn't see the video, but so maybe that's good. So
yeah, he just like opened the door and was like trick or treat, and then closed it again. It's like You still hate me.
It's like, wow, I'm glad I didn't see that. That sounds like that would have given me nightmares. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
it was not because I've seen that meme, and it was not clear to me that's what he was doing. But I didn't have it described or shown to me in that context. They're like, "Here's what he's doing now," and it, why is he doing that? I think he's trying to be funny. It is not working. He just looks like he's his full self right now.
yeah.
It's like JD's in a woman's wig, or a hairband wig. It was unclear.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
like he looks happy. Part of him looks happy, and part of him looks like it's like he's mad at me, like personally.
Yeah, just you, not me, just you. Yeah.
What did I do to you, eyeliner?
Yeah. So, like I said, so he will not be mayor of Cincinnati. It seemed like there was like never a chance that he was going to be.
Our
like
city council's pretty corrupt, so that's probably for the best.
Yeah, speaking of that, like I voted in city council, but like that was one of those things where like I will be honest, like I did not put as much like diligence and research into like candidates and such this year as I normally try to. But I remember like looking up like different Cincinnati like city council candidates, but it was basically I just did like a cursory, like just enough to get an opinion on them, to like just to make my list going into vote, and then like immediately like forgot pretty much everything about all of them. So like I think most of the ones I voted for ended up getting it, but yeah, I think
So
the only one I specifically remembered I do not want them in was Keating, and she didn't get it. So
yay!
Yeah. So
our city council, they're council members at large. They're not for any particular part of our city because it's like 1 square mile. So who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
It's like here's my jurisdiction. These 6 blocks. But they don't claim any party affiliation, and it was super hard to find any info on them. I had to go to like the Democratic Party, Hamilton County, Ohio, to, and even they were just kind of like, yeah, vote for these 2 people because they're probably Democrats. We did have a Green Party candidate that a couple of years ago that was like open about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was probably Republicans this time around because
but apparently like even though they don't, because I remember like even though they may not say like specifically like be officially part of a party, but I would hear people talking about like, okay, these people on council are Republican, these are Democrat, but then also saying apparently some people in there are of like the Charter Party, which is also apparently a thing.
It's like a Constitution Party, but it's just Cincinnati's charter that they're all ate up about.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
seems like a really niche thing.
Yeah, like go off.
I think back in the day we had a like a full-on organized crime boss as the mayor.
Oh yeah, wasn't it?
Was it Prohibition era?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a local beer named after him or something? It's called like Boss something.
Yeah.
We've
got that bar called Arnold's that rumor was they made like bathtub alcohol in the bathtub upstairs during Prohibition. They didn't, but they still like turned it into a go and drive it down the street.
Right, of course. But that also reminds me of like one of my favorite memes from the first Trump administration, if people remember that, when like one of the first big scandals of his was his whole like the so-called Muslim ban.
Basically, oh man, simpler times.
Yeah, I remember that, but I just remember that spawned one of the greatest memes. Like, so apparently Trump was trying to ban Muslims, but if I remember anything from Prohibition, that just means people are going to start making their own Muslims in their bathtubs.
That is kind of what I mean. People were a lot less interested in Palestinians back then. So, like, in a way, we did make Muslims in our bathtubs.
Maybe the real bathtub Muslims were the friends we made along the way. But someone please clip that. So,
hey, can we just acknowledge how like how upside down reality is right now? Okay,
so you heard me.
everything with the president and just everything with the fasciness of it all, and just how like they're all just, it's just like, I've heard it called cargo cult fasci, because they're LARPing, basically. They're like aping Nazis. And but it's really just like this horrible Halloween LARP that's happening. I mean, it's kind of like the real dudes in Germany would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like, no, you're ruining it.
We worked so hard, and you fuckers are ruining. We even based it on your country. How are you fucking this up so bad?
Like, you invented this, kind of.
Yeah, AH did say that he did have a speech, or he wrote it in Mein Kampf or something, where he was like, yeah, I patterned it off of the American genocide of Native Americans. You know, you put them in camps and then you poison them with shit. Like, that's what you did. And so he's like,
USA.
Hold my beer. Oh, don't laugh at that, Matt. So that's happening, right? And that's terrible. But at the same time, what are we, like 24? How many years after 9/11?
24.
24, just 24 years after 9/11, they got a Muslim mayor of New York City.
Yeah, which,
I mean, that's great.
Tamam Dani. Yeah.
And it's messed up.
and he's a socialist. Like,
how did America produce what we have now in the federal government? And also at the same time, New York is cool with the Muslim mayor.
Yeah, a socialist Muslim mayor, which, like, cool. But speaking of, like, you know, races like, you know, the New York mayoral race that were of national, you know, interest. Did you see the story, like, that some government official in Kentucky, I want to say it was like their Secretary of State or something, had to put out a post, like, because
put out.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is something I was actually not aware of, because, you know, here in Ohio, we have elections of some sort every year, you know. Most people, but apparently
nothing.
Yeah, apparently in Kentucky, that's actually officially their thing. Like, 1 year out of every 4, they officially have no elections. And apparently, like, I think a couple other states do that as well. So I guess this year was Kentucky's off year. So, but apparently, like I said, as their Secretary of State, some government official in Kentucky, like, he had to put, did you see this?
I think so.
Yeah, he basically had to put out a post. I don't know if it was on like X or just on their website, or posted somewhere, basically having to tell people, like, look, people were getting complaints saying, like, they can't get into the polls. Like, the polls are closed because we don't have elections this year. Also, you cannot vote for the New York City mayor or the Virginia governor. It's like, apparently people in Kentucky, not only were they upset because they couldn't vote, but they were upset because they couldn't vote for the New York mayor or the Virginia governor or some other.
Real? That's probably real.
Yeah, because he said that was in the post. Like, he specifically said, like,
I thought he was just trying to be like an asshole.
Well, like I said,
but it's Kentucky, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still possible.
Yeah. So, and as they would say, bless their hearts.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's why one of my favorite jokes was like, why couldn't Jesus have been born in Kentucky? Because they couldn't find 3 wise men and a virgin. So.
I mean, there's a lot of real boring parts of Kentucky.
Yeah,
where, like, it used to be everything, that all that was left to do was like each other and drink alcohol, and now it's meth. Yeah,
which also with the disclaimer, like, please don't interpret that as any kind of like slut shaming or non-virginity shaming.
No.
Like,
you'd be proud you're a slut, Kentucky.
Yeah. But just the whole, like, virginity is a construct. It's not a real thing. It's just a thing.
It makes sense. It's full of sluts. It is called a commonwealth. Share like.
And what's good for the goose is good for Ricky. So, All right. I don't know. There's a bestiality joke in there
Oh,
somewhere.
Simpsons, my first exposure to Kentucky. Speaking of Kentucky, what's that actress's name? Dag nabbit. She played Mystique. She was in Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, Jennifer something.
Jennifer Lawrence. She's from Kentucky.
Oh really?
And she is every bit like ADHD Kentuckian. She lost her accent on purpose because, like, of course.
Right.
But apparently it comes out when she is drunk.
Oh, good.
And so her drunk alter. This is, I don't know why I know this because I watched it. I had a crush on her for a bit. She has a drunk alter ego that's named Gail. She named her drunk alter ego, which I think has a Kentucky accent.
That would make sense. So.
Dr. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, the Colonel? Colonel Sanders, yeah. Which is not the military colonel. Apparently in Kentucky, there's just an honorary title that you can get. Like you're a colonel. It's almost like being similar to maybe like being knighted. Like being called sir, like in
that you can just like pay somebody to make you a colonel, can't you?
Yeah, like I don't know what it actually means because like we actually had a friend of ours who from Kentucky, but he didn't find out till he was like I think an adult that he was made a colonel, a Kentucky
a colonel.
That's what it's
colonel.
A Kentucky colonel, or caternal for short, as you know the kids say these days. But he found out when he was like a toddler. Because he was like at his parents' house just looking through some stuff, and he found the certificate like tucked away in a drawer somewhere. He's like, "Wait a minute, I'm a colonel." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we had that done when you were little." It's like, okay, so that's why we just nicknamed him the Colonel because he was
where's my chicken bucket with my face on it?
Because he was one of several Erics that we were friends with, so they all had like their nicknames. So he was the Colonel.
The one that had the broken hip, his name was Old Man.
Yes. Also because which is funny because I think the Colonel Eric was actually older than Old Man Eric, if I remember correctly. But then there was Barnes, who viewers of the show may remember. We've had our buddy Eric Barnes on the show a few times. It's been a while, but he's been on. But more lately, because he lives out in the LA area. So we were getting some updates on him back during the alleged LA riots that were happening like over the summer or whenever the fuck that was. Anyway, so go back and look for that episode. That was fun.
Bunch of fragile snowflakes who thought that was a riot.
Yeah. Right. All right.
But in Kentucky, it would be. If somebody's setting cars on fire in the middle of an intersection in Kentucky, it's the apocalypse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or UK lost or something.
Yeah. In LA, it's just kind of like
Tuesday.
It's like, nah, that guy's just feeling himself.
He's just having the feels. All right. Well, sorry, I got to adjust my mic here real quick.
So yeah, in comparison, like the cities are falling apart. If like that's your perspective. If like you're in Kentucky and Walmart's a little too wild and crazy for you sometimes, then you look at New York City and you're like, that's just a cesspool of gonorrhea and urine.
In that order. I don't know what
touch
that
the
means.
urine, it has gonorrhea.
And the gonorrhea has urine. All right. So
where are we going to watch things?
Yes, and I was just about to intro those things we're going to watch. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was so discombobulated I didn't even have the screen share queued up, but I'm going to get it now.
Time to bobulate.
Yep. We are bobulating, and bobulated. All right.
I'm annoyed. Well, okay. I'm annoyed by two things right away. He has church in this font that's like, looks like a women's Bible study font.
Yeah.
Nothing against women or their Bible studies. However,
yeah, maybe
some like fucking fonts on everything they do.
Yeah,
it's got truth. Got truth. Gotcha. Oh no, is that a tall T?
Yeah, it's
got tall two-colored T.
Yeah, it's because it's a cross. So it's got truth.
And you can't see it because it blends in with the white lettering. Is that what's happening?
What?
On his shirt. Is that red cross? Does it go all the way down into the word truth?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see it because of my color blindness. It blends in.
I see.
It looks like an energy drink, though.
It does. And I'm also just leaving this up in hopes that, once again, YouTube will maybe select this as
they gave you gonorrhea. Yeah, Allen Parr gave me gonorrhea.
Yeah, the church.
Or is it me and Tommy giving Allen Parr gonorrhea?
Or the church and social justice. They gave you gonorrhea.
I mean, they give it to you for free when you become an atheist. It's just part of the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was told. If I became an atheist, I'd probably have like a ton of sex and get like all the STDs.
Yeah, which
that was implied.
Yeah, very disappointing on that end. At least not for the latter. Definitely, I'm disappointed about the lack of the former. But
I did briefly date a demon woman. Worth it. That was when I was still Christian. Found that out, and yeah, that's not. Let's just say, the crazy hot scale.
Yeah,
I lived that out before knowing it was a thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like, hey, remember where this like? Oh, this is where I was held captive for a month. It's like, I'll overlook it.
Yeah.
You moved in a block away, like almost exactly, like a mirror, like almost the same house on the next block over, and you didn't notice. And I'll take my new guy for a walk past the one that kept me hostage for. Where's my car? I didn't do that. I should have. It's been like, I think this is the part where I just walk the other way.
But then you ended up being the bad guy. But anyway.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of was. Not really. We were on a break.
Yeah. We were on a break. Yeah. All right. So anyway, now that we've kept Alan waiting here, so I kind of had this
coconuts. Dee.
Here they are, all standing in the road. Anyway, so I don't know if this is exactly the right spot. It's at a chapter marker where I think. So last week he was talking about different reasons, at least his perception of reasons why millennials are leaving the church, which were varying degrees of bullshit. It's like the usual stuff.
Their fault.
Yeah, it's usual like, well, they're expecting the wrong stuff out of the church, or they're just wanting to continue their sinful lifestyle. Or what was really weird was when it came to like complaints that like, well, the church just isn't relevant to my life. And he's like, yeah, that's not the point. And it's like,
yeah, he was.
But I want to see if I can back him up a little bit also.
Yeah, he said that like people have too high an expectation of the church, even though like. It's like, don't listen to the message that we preach and then expect us to be like that. What's wrong with you?
Or them basically saying like, well, people have the problem that the church, like the people like have these thoughts or opinions, or we teach that this is the thing and they think that's a bad thing that we're teaching or thinking. And he's like, but that's just what the Bible says. And we're like, we know that's
don't blame me. I'm just doing the terrible stuff. I'm not the one telling me to do it.
Yeah, I mean, right? Yeah, that's like.
Well, and hypocrisy was baked in, which that should be expected. What's wrong with us? That's part of the deal. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Yep, apparently. All right, so I backed him up a little bit because
we'd rather not be.
We'll get like the tail end of him talking about the millennials' problem. So let's. But I just kind of randomly dropped it here, so let's see what he's talking about.
The priority of the church is not to to accomplish some sort of social justice that's going on in the world.
Not
It's
like
to
Jesus.
make sure.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah, that's Jesus totally didn't like literally begin his ministry by saying that he was there to like preach good news to the poor. Like that's
talk about justice
like,
for a particular social class.
yeah.
None of that social justice, Jesus. just help the poor, but treat them justly. But that's not social justice.
Yeah.
That's for Marxists.
Yeah. So, but it's all about like the next life. Yeah. Yeah. Also, because like Jesus also famously had zero teachings on like how to be a good person in this life.
Right.
It was
right. It was all about my Father's house has many rooms. So heaven is a boarding house.
Yeah, and also make sure you get there and Jesus literally said the way I will judge you is by how you treat the poor and the needy and the prisoner and all them, the whole like whatever you've done for the least of these you've done unto me. But that's not social justice.
Right, but the least of these meaning the least of the light-skinned people.
Right, and definitely not the women, like
No.
like that foreigner lady that
No,
he basically called a bitch.
They have freedom and rights, but only insofar as they don't.
Right, and you said
ultimately, if they don't have bodily autonomy, they really don't have freedom. Like there's a cap. There's like an ultimate.
Yeah,
it's like ultimately.
Yeah,
you're a baby factory.
Yeah, and this is a good question. Like, what the hell is that hug image? Why is there water everywhere?
It's a really wet hug. Oh, it's a baptism hug.
Oh,
wet t-shirts for everyone. That's what that hug is for.
I've had those.
It's a good. Yeah. I fucking baptized you and shit.
Yeah.
I said it wrong.
Oh,
you had a particular way you wanted me to say it, and I was like, no, and I didn't say it. I said something else.
Did I have? I don't remember having a particular way I wanted you to say it. Huh.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It was the whole thing Man Camp did, where everybody went, "In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit." That's what you wanted me to say that, and I didn't say that.
Oh.
So my bad.
Well, I totally forgot about that. So thanks for reminding me. Now I'm mad at you again. No.
Well, that's why I didn't take.
It's all your fault. But yeah, and then I just turned right around and baptized my daughter. I still don't know how I feel about that. She's apparently cool with it. She's like, yeah, it's cool. So I guess that's the important thing. All right. Anywho, so yeah, so this is
sure that people's eternal lives and their eternal state, right, is going to be with the Father. So we need to be careful about expecting the church to do something or be something that even God may not have ever intended them to be. Not
like actually helpful in this life. Yeah, God clearly never intended that. So.
But I think the science says we're supposed to indicates like we should love like Jesus. He's like, don't expect that. That's too much.
Yeah. It's like,
he's like, look, Jesus could barely love like Jesus.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. You're just supposed to convince people to follow Jesus, not actually show them why it's good or how it can actually help anything. Like,
or really like,
just tell them, just tell them they need to do it.
You can't even tell them like best practice how to do it. Like it's, well, here's how I specifically do it. And because I outrank you spiritually, you should have your Christianity look like mine. Like your Jesus should look like my Jesus, and you're like my like spiritual child. And it's fucking weird and culty.
Right. Ooh.
At least in Branch we were.
So I was about to say, you shut your fucking mouth. But I guess it's your shut the fucking fingers. I don't know. But,
you keep your finger holes to yourself.
Keep your fingers away from my holes. Anyways, baptized with a shell? That probably like the sprinkling type baptism. I think I've seen it before, where they just like fill the shell with water and pour it on you. That's actually
shell's pretty cool.
Yeah. Siblings though were dunked all the way through though. Yeah, because I grew up Baptist, so yeah, we did all the way. And then
so somebody told me like the original like full submersion baptism was they like held you down like a little long to the point it was like waterboarding for Jesus more or less. And so then it felt like a new life because you like they kind of almost killed you. I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know if it's true, but it really did make a lot more sense.
True. Yeah, that's weird.
It's probably more ritual bathing, and like the super fundamentalists were like, "We're gonna fucking kill you a little bit."
That tracks.
I have a whole other video where I talk about whether or not the church should be involved in issues of justice. I'll put a card up there on the screen. I'll put it in the link in the description below. And then the last claim that many millennials will make is that, you know what? The church is not really adding any major value to my life. Like,
the church is
not
Yeah, let's hear that again.
below. And then the last claim that many millennials will make is that, you know what? The church is not really adding any major.
The church is rot.
You heard it here first.
Yep, and he was very loud when he said it, so it means he meant it. Yeah. So
he frequently has dead eyes when he's talking.
Yeah.
Like the emotion happens like around his eyes, but like not really with like.
Yeah. So apparently, like it said here, that was Paul's idea that baptism means dying and resurrecting in Christ. Yeah, that was something like I thought about like with John the Baptist, like
that was for forgiveness of sins.
Yeah, but I went back and read it. I don't remember there being any kind of like setup because we just like because we're so familiar with baptism now, we just kind of take it for granted. So if it just says in the Bible, yeah, this guy was baptizing people, but that apparently, like before him, like wasn't a thing, but it just says, "Oh yeah, John was baptizing people." Like,
well, like ritual washing, what was a part of, whatever.
Oh yeah, lots of.
I don't know what the law is called that in regards to like eating and washing, but
yeah, but I don't remember it ever being called baptism before that. So,
well, no, that's a Greek word. So
yeah, so I'm like
a brand new thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, is there supposed to be some kind of setup? Is like, did the people reading that know? Like, how did that, like, it didn't really say, and this is why he started baptizing people, and this is why this became a thing. It just said it like, oh yeah, and John was baptizing people. It's like,
hey, he wore camel hair and, rope and shit, and was just throwing people all in the water. And it makes sense because if ritual washing was part of something people did, like every day and shit. And like women had like I think they had like a special monthly washing, probably because they couldn't sit on furniture that men were going to sit on. The men couldn't sit on it. So if women sit on the floor, your dude's like you're supposed to like chalk outline a circle around that, and you can't walk there now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
unclean.
I could see him like he was kind of off the deep end, getting pretty fundamentalist about stuff. I could see him going like, "Nah, wash all of you, all at once."
Yeah.
Locusts and wild honey.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now I heard somewhere that like locusts didn't actually necessarily mean the bugs. It meant that like there was some kind of plant that was like native to there that may have been referring to. But I imagine people in that part of there's still people in lots of parts of the world where eating bugs is normal, and in a way it's almost weird that we think it's weird because it's like, why is that weird? Because also the thing about
totally evolved eating bugs.
Yeah, and also there's something I read. Insects generally, basically, like pound for pound, are like a lot higher in protein than like any of the like normal meat that we eat. So,
wasn't there like cricket hamburger meal somebody was working on?
That sounds familiar. That could be a thing. Yeah, but
I think it's because white people tend to be from. Well, unless you're albino, they tend to be from like colder areas of the planet. So maybe bugs just weren't around part of the year, and so it just stopped being a habit because it was unreliable.
Yeah.
Also, the bugs tend to be bigger in tropical areas, like Africa.
That's true. Yeah, or places where they have like problems, like having like huge swarms of locusts.
Right.
They're like, fuck you, locusts. Show you what's what, and just like eat them. It's like, haha.
We invented nets. Fuck all y'all.
All right. So let's see. Okay.
The church is not benefiting his wife. I mean, life.
Value to my life. Like, it's not really beneficial in any way. I mean, at the end of the day, I can still have a thriving career. I can still have a great marriage. I can still raise great kids. I can still, I can still live a very moral life. And so at the end of the day, like, why do I even need?
Yeah. Or what he's saying right here. Why?
Need to go to church in order to do any of these things. And the reality is that that's a valid claim.
All right.
He was so inconsistent with this shit.
Yeah, and if I remember when we did this last week, I probably made the joke like, all right, well, that's it. End of video. Allen says, like, you don't need to go to church because it doesn't actually affect your life.
But it affects your eternal life.
Right.
You don't. You don't, right? So you don't need to go to church for any of these things. But going to church, the bride of Christ, is what helps you grow closer to God.
But that doesn't make anything better. You just said that.
Yeah, but why is growing closer to God good, though? Like, he doesn't establish that.
No, he just explained you gain nothing.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, or just make your own. I mean, that's kind of where I was, like, towards like the end of Christianity, because like I think there was probably about at least a year between when, like, the last time I went to church, like when the COVID shut down, and then when I got to the point, it's like, I just don't think I need to go to church anymore. But
COVID fucked over a lot of churches.
Yeah, it was, that part of it was fun. I mean, the rest of it, obviously not, but yeah. Silver linings.
Yes, you can have a moral life.
God had a plan. God had
45,000 brides. Yeah. But we can only marry one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't want 45,000
without God, but none of those things are going to get you closer to God. So now we've addressed whether these claims.
Right. Okay, so sell me on getting close to God then. If it's not going to bring me any of these things that I actually want in life or have any effect on it, then okay.
What do you think is on his dog tag necklace? Is it the God Truth logo, like, imprinted on it? Is it something that has to do with him, or do you think it's like some stupid cross thing?
Yeah, I think it might be some cross thing, or because I remember actually.
I used to have something.
Yeah, I used to have like at least a couple like different versions of dog tag. But there was something on there about being like a soldier for Christ or something like that. And
yeah, I had the Shield of Faith one with like the Jeremiah verse. Is that where it's from? On the other side?
No, the Shield of Faith. That's from Ephesians, I want to say.
No, but like the verse in the back was plans to help you, not to harm you.
Oh, to prosper. I think that's Jeremiah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, weird. It didn't have like the actual Shield of Faith thing on there.
Yeah. It's just weird all around.
For millennials are valid or not. So now I want to switch gears and I want to talk to the church. What is it that we can do as church leaders to hopefully win this millennial generation back? And now the first thing that I would say is that we as a church need to be more inclusive. And what I mean here is that I
was like, what do you mean? And he said, what I mean is, he was going to say it.
Yeah. Good timing. Yeah.
Too often, you have too many churches that are making all of these major decisions about what is happening in the church, and they seldom, if ever, include other younger millennials in those decisions. And so as a result, many millennials don't feel like the church is for them. They don't feel like that it's really, none of the programs are really relating to where they are in their life. They don't feel like they have a say.
What's that?
Especially single people.
Yes.
That was a big complaint my sister had about the church we went to. But she quickly figured out that it wasn't exactly a cult, but damn close enough. They had nothing for single people.
He wants DEI churches. Uh-oh.
Look out. You're going to lose that party affiliation.
Yeah. So, I watched, I did go ahead and like watch this part of the video earlier today. And like I was telling Matt, like, it seems like this part of the video, like not nearly as much to talk about. It felt like, just like the first like 10 minutes, like we took the entire like 4 hours last week to talk about those. There was
is this where he kind of like, I imagine it is probably just mediocre. He's like, here's some good things, but really not going to change much of anything. And
yeah, but also because this first point, it actually is a good point. Like you were saying, like, because that's something I remember from my church days and like being involved in like church leadership and like different groups, whatever. Like that seems to be a pretty common thing is, basically, if you're in church and you're an adult but not married, there's like nothing for you.
Or I'm like a married adult not planning on having kids.
Yeah, well, churches will at
That's
least
secondary.
have like couples groups or like couples ministry or something.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, but there's almost nothing for just like single adults. But even if there is, it's usually like whether
It's like a singles club.
whether expressed or not, but almost like a way for you to meet some people and no longer be a single. It's like,
yeah. In other
Yeah.
words, if you're
yeah,
you're
it's basically you have things like for like children.
it's a little predatory.
Yeah, it's basically you have to do stuff for children, like youth group, like middle school, high school students, college students, and then from there it's all like married couples and family stuff. It's just, yeah. So I will give props to Alan on this. This actually is a good point.
They don't feel like they have any sort of input in terms of what the church is doing. And so maybe if we reached out to millennials and say, hey, would you come to this meeting? Would you help us get better? Would you help us build this ministry? Then maybe they will feel more included and more inclusive. And they may actually just come up with some ideas that will actually help your church that very well may be outdated reach a generation of people that are quite lost. Number 2, we got to let go of some of our traditions, right? The way that this generation.
Yeah. So any other thoughts on that first point before we? Yeah.
Nah, it's a good idea. Kind of bland.
Yeah.
Like this needed to be in a video. Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is one of the things I said to Matt like before tonight. It's like, yeah, we're going to do a second part of this video, but I watched it earlier today. I'm like, see, like there's some stuff here, but not as much. So we honestly didn't have anything else planned. So if anyone in the chat has any thoughts or ideas, like if you have a video you'd like us to check out, or a topic you want to hear us just talk about, or a topic to look up videos on, or if you just want to hear us or bust into songs from Fiddler on the Roof, that would be. But yeah, let us know in the chat if for after Alan's video. It's got another like 6 minutes or so. Yeah. Any other thoughts you want to hear us discuss tonight, or watch a thing or whatever? Let us know. Anyway, but back to Alan actually, unfortunately, making semi good points.
Receives the word of God and understands things very well may be different than what's going on in your church, right? So they may receive from somebody who wears skinny jeans, right? They may receive from somebody who's up on stage rapping or doing spoken word. That's,
I don't know why, but just the way he said rapping there, like it seems like he like
all of this is hurts a little. Like, why is Tangerine Man and the sunglasses equal rapping to this person? I mean, that's probably what he's supposed to be doing in this.
Yeah. But also to me, I don't know, did it feel like to you like he over enunciated the word rapping there?
It's kind of like a hard R. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like when somebody says rapping like that, and my ears kind of go, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
somebody who's up on stage rapping or doing spoken word. That's how this.
Yeah, like the way he pronounced rapping is probably the way like my 73-year-old mother would pronounce it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right. So,
where you're like, "Oh, they have opinions."
Yeah, which. Not saying that's the way my mother is, but that's just.
I don't think Allen Parr listens to rap.
Yeah.
Generation understands and receives truth. It might be different than maybe what you're used to growing up. But if you want to reach this next generation, you got to speak their language. You got to get into their world. You got to figure out what it is that's working. What are they attracted to?
No, don't speak their language. This is all bullshit.
So and also are millennials still this young?
Well, I mean, this was like 5 years ago, but millennials were still not that young 5 years ago.
Yeah, let's see. When was this? Okay, it was 4 years ago. So
They're trying to solve a problem that's already done fucked. They should.
yeah.
This conversation should be about Generation Z.
Yeah, it's like I get the feeling that there's probably a lot of people who still just think all young people are millennials, and they just have thought that forever, and they're just like, oh, young people, they're still millennial. Like they think that's just the word for young people.
Right.
So,
I can see that.
Yeah. But
I'm sure there are parts of the country where hearing how they talk about things would just make me want to roll my eyes so hard. And just be like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, like it seems like these kids, like what he's probably talking about more is at this point probably what is it, like Gen Z or the or the alphas maybe. I don't think the alphas quite yet.
Well, no, Gen Alpha has nonsense slang. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like 6'7" doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just to make somebody uncomfortable who's older.
Yeah,
I think
I finally heard this. I finally heard the song that it was originated from over the weekend. Actually,
oh, I didn't know there was a song.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the rapper. But,
no,
but yeah, he said like 6'7" in the song. I forget what it was supposed to be referring to, but yeah, it was being played during like. I think it was while I was watching football on Sunday. There was like some like NFL commercials, and that was just or promos or something that just had that in the background. So, anywho,
I think Gen Z and definitely Gen Alpha are figuring out that like everything's just a construct. Like this,
yeah, which makes sense because I like I've shared before, like my son, who I think he's an alpha, or at least he's about the same age as your son. You remember like where the cutoff is, like, or apparently because there's a thing called an alpha zoomer, or
oh yeah,
but
no, we haven't convinced the millennials yet. Neither is Allen. We're not sure he understands that like Gen Z and Alpha exist.
Yeah, because he's still talking about the millennials as if they're kids. But
I'll bet he's thinking if we can get the millennial new parents or soon to be parents into the church, then we automatically get Z and Alpha, which is some bullshit. That's not how that works. Like, have you met Gen Z and Alpha? Like,
I mean,
they're doing their own thing, and they really do not give two shits about your thing.
Yeah, it's like I deconverted, had no effect on my kids. I mean, sure, granted, like their mom is still a Christian, so there's that. But yeah, like I have conversations like with them about like not just about me not being a believer, but like just having conversation about different things with like religion or theology and just giving my opinions. And I've asked them a couple times, like, is it like weird for you, like talking about this stuff with me, like being an atheist, but I'm telling you like what I think about like the Bible and Christianity. They're like, no, it's fine. So, or like, again, one of my favorites, like I brought this up about my son like years ago, like when we were having the first conversation with him about how people like have very poor opinions of people in the LGBTQIA plus community. It's like, yeah, people don't like it. They think it's wrong. They're trying to take away rights and stuff and all this. And his first reaction, again, this was like first time really talking to him about it, like on this level, he was just like, yeah, it's like, I didn't know that people were upset by that. Why are people upset by that? Like, he was just like genuinely confused. Like, I do not understand why people care.
Yeah, that's what I've gotten from my son too. And it's kind of like categories of people just doesn't make sense as a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't, like, he's not a fan of conservative politics for sure, but I can kind of tell that the whole like left versus right categorization of things, it just seems stupid to him.
Yeah. That's good. Good job, Dad. So, all right, but as far as we haven't convinced the millennials, but this part of the video that we're getting into now is that like this is Allen talking to the church and saying, like, here's things that you can do to try to win the millennials back.
Does he give any examples of what they're doing in his church where he's in charge?
I don't think so, but
interesting.
Well, let's find out. I mean, I don't know. This is a mystery. We're learning together.
Let's hear how he's going to help these 3 white people and that 1 Asian guy.
Yeah. Well, there's a 4th white person in there too, I think. But yeah,
where?
Well, and the guy.
My God, she's so white she disappeared.
Yeah, actually, like the guy also looks white. Maybe.
No, for real.
Well, like my monitor is a little bigger here, and yeah, he just looks to me. Well, let's see if he turns a little bit.
Me and my categories of people.
Now here's our. Now we have our minority representation here, so it's like.
Their world, you got to figure out what it is that's working. What are they attracted to? What do they like? Who are the people that are impacting their lives the most? And how can we adjust what we're doing, let go of some of our traditions so that we can reach this generation?
So here, no, Allen is not starting to flip you off, but yep. Here's how we know it's working. Just have faith. It's all one word. Just have faith. So, but yeah, so again, to his credit, like this is like, you know, given the context, this is a good point. This is something that a lot of people in the church do struggle with, the whole like letting go of tradition, saying, well, we've always done it this way. Like we can't cater it to the young people. We got to keep it because they think like their traditional way is like the way, even though what they considered old and traditional was at a time new and trendy. So, but yeah, just let go of some traditions. Like, oh yeah, we definitely got to keep some. You know, the whole like they're going to hell, and you know,
sure. Jesus is a savior. That's a big tradition.
But stuff is bad, all that. But yeah, Ember, this was a great question. This was something that I was definitely thinking while watching this. Is like, yeah, why is it up to the church? Why isn't the Jesus convincing people? Yeah, it's got to be the Jesus. So,
although, wow, James showed up at just the right or wrong point, because I was about to say I can imagine why butt stuff was considered bad in the Old Testament and the New Testament times, because like when you didn't know about germs, I can understand why butt stuff got a bad rap. Welcome, James.
So what does that have to do with Nietzsche? So Nietzsche says, faith does not move mountains, but raises up mountains where there are no mountains.
What team are you playing for now?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus is still trying to find milk. Yeah, he went out for cigarettes a couple thousand years ago. And it's like, or maybe he should be on the milk carton. Are they still doing
the
that?
Disciples were like, "You leave us smoke." He's like, "Bye."
Like,
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, wasn't it like in the 60s, 50s to 60s where Catholic Mass finally went from Latin and facing the altar to English or local language and facing the congregation?
Yeah, I don't remember. But
like the priest used to do all his shit facing the altar with his back to the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
And like the readings, I think those were originally not part of Mass and they were added. Because really you're supposed to like go and watch the priest do all the things that like you were too layperson to do, and then sing songs with the priest.
Yeah. It's a good time. It's a good time. So all right. So what else can the church do?
Number 3, focus more on social issues. And notice I didn't say focus only on social issues, but focus more on social issues.
Didn't he just like social justice stuff? That was like, no, bad, stay away. But
right. So focus more, but not to the point of justice.
Yeah, just focus on the social issues, but not to the point where you're actually wanting to do anything about
Mother
it.
Teresa, that shit. You know, like help.
Just talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
help people who are dying of AIDS, and or whatever she was doing, and but don't do contraception because that's evil. Don't do the thing that helps prevent the diseases that you're there to help people with the suffering.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to suffer because God is.
Yeah,
great.
that's the other key. Make sure you call the terrible shit they're going through. Make sure you call it good, and that it's good because it's getting them closer to God. But yes, and in the Allen Parr tone of voice, pick a lane, Allen Parr. So you have to shout it, just like he just talks in all caps. So yes, So all comments directed at Allen, please be in all caps.
All caps and cursive.
Yeah.
Allen Parr's wife, blink twice if you're fine.
Oh, man.
And what do I mean here? I said this earlier. Many millennials, many people from this younger generation, they are passionate about things that are going on.
Fucking old. How old is he?
I don't know. I'm generally terrible at guessing people's ages, but
I mean, he's at oldest 40s.
Yeah, I was probably gonna, if I had to guess, I'd say 40s, but yeah, I really have no idea.
So he's talking about the people that are like at oldest, just like 3 years younger than him.
Yeah, I mean, because that's me. Like, I'm a millennial. I'm 42.
So here's why I'm hopeful about America. By the time conservative people get worked up enough about something to do something about it, it's already too late. They're slow to react. So all this stuff that's happening in our country now, like, it is too late to stop what they're trying to stop. Like, it's already happened. They just realized it to the point they're worked up enough about it to loosely organize around an authority figure, of course, because that's
right.
Appeal to authority is important. That's how you know what's true. Bible.
Indeed.
Yeah. So doomed to fail.
Yay. Eventually. So.
In our society that they believe are wrong, whether they're white, whether they're black, doesn't matter what color they are. They are passionate about that. So why not create forums in your church where younger people can come together and have discussions about these things? And then you, as a church leader, come up with ideas and strategies for how you might be able to be a force within your community to actually make some change. And in that way, you might actually see some millennials that want to get on board and collaborate and work with you so that they can actually feel like they're part of the solution rather than just complaining about the problem. No.
It is so hard for me because I was trying to pause it, like I was waiting for Allen to finish his sentence, but this man does not finish his fucking sentences. I was like, dude, breathe. I need to pause.
And like I'm trying to make it and no punctuation.
Yeah. But basically the vibe I got from that was, so have these groups, have them come in and talk about like their concerns about different social issues. But I felt like kind of the unspoken thing there was more, so you can direct them to make sure their passion about social issues does not lead them to do a socialism or a liberalism.
Yeah. Also, but he's talking about like taking an interest in the social issues that younger people are interested in for the purpose of winning over those younger people. Not to help anyone.
Right. Yeah. Not for the purposes of actually solving those issues, but more like, oh, well, that's basically, it's like, oh, we'll convince them to come to like keep going to church if we just let them talk about this stuff. It's like, yeah, let them have their groups, let them talk about it. Then that'll keep them like roped in. So yeah, that's literally all that is. It's like,
cool.
Yeah.
Number 4 is community. Many of the responses that I got in my post were the fact that many millennials just don't feel any sense of community when they go to church. They go there and they don't really see other people that are like them, or there's no real forums or groups or anything like that for them to actually meet other people. We've got marriage ministries, we've got children's ministries, we've got youth ministries, we've got worship ministry, we got all these other ministries, but there's like that 21 through 35-year-old young adult age range where, quite frankly, a lot of times that's just the forgotten group. Right? And so why not create community in your church that allows people to come? And it may not just be that they come to
Yeah, create that community that allows people to come.
I mean, if that's the kind of community they're trying to build, like, I'm listening.
That's gonna have to be in the kitchen or something easy to hose down.
Put down the plastic wrap. Let's.
People walking and going, this looks like a murder room.
Yeah, what was that? What I keep getting Goodfellas and Casino confused because they're kind of the same movie, but one of them, like, where Joe Pesci thinks he's gonna be like a made man, but then they walk him into a room where everything's covered with plastic, and he's like, oh.
That feels like good. I haven't seen either one.
I think that was Goodfellas because I think in Casino they murdered him in a cornfield. So, but yeah, Goodfellas. I think that was the one where he was in the room where everything was all plastic. The silence is deafening. Sorry, we'll get back to him shortly. Yeah, Alan looks like he's trying to, like he's constipated or something. But it's like, get your fiber, Alan.
I'm doing it, Jesus.
See, this is the face of a man like who has not experienced community that allows him to come. So he's getting backed up. It hurts. It hurts.
Study the Bible or anything like that. It just might be some fellowship opportunities or some things that they can go out and do some things together, or maybe do.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Come out at the park, something that didn't come out as funny as I was wanting it to, but yeah,
you're not gonna like it when people like authentically are in friendships with each other.
Yeah.
So what he's talking about is putting like somebody older in there, probably an older couple. It's usually. Even in the single stuff, they tend to put a couple in charge of it.
Yeah,
I mean, which in a way, in theory, it makes sense that like people in charge are going to try to bang the single people. However, I don't know that that's any less true with married people, especially at the church.
Yeah, they could be swingers. Who knows? So
yeah, it's an issue.
Opportunities or some things that they can go out and do some things together, or maybe do some community service together. But whatever it is, create a community or create opportunities for younger people to come together so they can meet other people and have community and feel like they have a sense of belonging at your church.
How about they actually do have a sense of belonging and don't just feel it?
Ooh.
What if it was real?
Yeah, or again, when he's talking about like having these groups going out, like get involved in the community, like what if that was for the purposes of helping the community and not just making sure people feel welcome at your church, like,
or just being friendly, kind people in general to other people.
Yeah.
Not for the purpose of having them join your shit.
Yeah. Novel concept. No.
Number 5, and this is a huge one, start dealing with the tough questions. I cannot tell you how many people.
What's that?
In what way, though? It matters.
Yeah. Well, let's let them cook.
People come to me on my channel and say, hey, Brother Allen, thank you so much for dealing with the questions that we have, because when we go to our church.
See, he had to brag on himself here for a little bit.
But has he?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. There's a difference, but there's dealing with tough questions and there's dealing with tough questions well.
Right.
One is not necessarily the other.
Yeah, speaking of mob movies, dealing with the issue kind of seems a bit more forceful and catastrophic. versus addressing the issue. Dealing with it sounds like, do that thing that makes it dead so you can bury it. That's
again,
what we really do need to watch that deconstruction series from our old church.
Yes,
they were trying to deal with it. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, Smiley, if we're laughing, it's a jokes time, but also fuck off.
Yeah, that was one of the more disturbing sermon series.
Like lawn jockey of a human being out. Like, that sounded racist. I didn't mean to be racist. I meant he's a tiny man.
So it's not really racist. It's more like what?
Well, lawn jockeys used to be like these iron statues in blackface, holding a fucking lantern.
That's right. Yeah, he did not look like that. But
and jockeys don't hold lanterns. The whole thing was just fucked from the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, that reminded me of something. So we mentioned having our buddy Eric Barnes on the show, and one thing that we talked about was like back in college, like when we first met. So he's also like done work as like a stand-up comedian. He does like some comedy writing. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel Some More News, he's one of the writers for that. Great show. Check it out. His writing is awesome. He's not. Other people write too, but yeah, Barnes is
the stuff about Christians. I think he especially writes. Like,
yeah,
it's like a group thing. Like, there's like a main writer who writes it, but then it goes to the writing team, and it gets group tweaked. It's a good group tweak.
But so anyway, we were back in college. Like, we had the idea of making like a sketch comedy album, which we started work on, like never finished because like, hey, story of my life. With the pathological demand avoidance autism and the ADHD, it means it's a wonder I do this show, basically.
I mean, even your marriage has started and never really finished.
I'm glad you knew I would find that funny, but
man, is it amazing why people don't like me sometimes?
That is actually a pretty good way to put it. But anyway, so, but one of the sketches...
I literally didn't mean to offend you. Anybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. If I meant to offend you, I'm probably laughing. But if I'm just like, I say a thing and you're like, that was horribly racist, I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't know the words that came out of my mouth were like that.
Yeah. It's like, I literally don't understand pretty much anything social interaction wise. But one of the sketches that we started to record, which I guess in hindsight may be good that this never became a thing, because this was like before all the scandal associated with that. But we were doing a comedy sketch involving Bill Cosby, which it was called like Obscenity Cosby. It was basically the premise was supposed to be like during the recording of like an episode of the Cosby Show, like Bill like just got pissed off and just started like this whole like profanity laced tirade. But my favorite line from that, because I guess like he had a PhD or whatever, like someone was like trying to say something like, someone was trying to say something like Mr. Cosby, and he's like, Dr. Cosby. It's like, Dr. Cosby, and he's like, yeah, you know what PhD stands for? It's like, yeah, fuck you. And it was funny. But in that sketch, like, so our friend Barnes was doing the voice of Cosby, and it was a fucking hilarious impression. But I was supposed to be like recording the lines for Theo, and that's when I find out I do the world's absolute worst Theo Huxtable / Malcolm Jamal Warner impression. But so anyway, what that reminded me of, what you talking about, like the whole like long jockey thing and how it looks like a person like in blackface or whatever. I think part of it is like, maybe I just had like this like mental reservations about me as a white person trying to impersonate like a black person's voice, because the way it played out in my head, it's almost like I felt like me trying to impersonate a black person would be like the verbal equivalent of blackface. if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do it accidentally sometimes, but like, yeah.
So,
Just
and
it's
I
like
hope, and
reading what's in
also,
my head.
yeah, and also, I hope just saying that wasn't offensive, but yeah, that was just.
Do you remember House of Cosby's?
I do. So
That I kind of want to watch it, but
yeah. Anyway, also, do you remember the video we were watching? So
no.
Where-
But people, if you've never seen House of Cosby's, look. I just found it on YouTube. Look it up. It's it doesn't hold up real well considering reality,
yeah,
but this was years and years ago. It's like
Yeah.
20 years ago or some shit.
yeah. Also, but real quick. Also, speaking of Theo, Malcolm Jamal Warner, like, didn't he pass away recently? I want to say
Malcolm
he passed.
Jamal passed away before Creepy Cosby. No.
I think. Hold on, I need to look this up real quick. I thought I remembered something about that, but I'm gonna look that up real quick. Unless someone in the chat.
So no way it says they no.
Oh yeah, he passed away back in July.
Oh, that's sad. Malcolm
Yeah.
Jamal.
So anyway, but that reminds me of this joke I saw. Like, people talk about like the different ologies and things like well, what's biology? It's like, oh, biology is like the study of like the biosphere and life. Like, well, what's
Theology of bio.
but then so the different ologies and like, well, what's theology? Like, well, theology is a study of God. And I said, oh, sounds like someone holds the work of Malcolm Jamal Warner in very high regard. Like his Theo. Yeah. So
I'm gonna show this again.
oh yeah, it's a thing, or was a thing. Probably, I'm sure it still is.
It's probably very much an American thing. My neighborhood did have at least one. I remember when I was growing up.
Yeah, and also remind me, no way, or if you have told us, if you're cool, like where you're from exactly. I wanted to say you're from somewhere in the States, but yeah,
I want to say Canada.
I know. I think Anarchic Fox and Kip, obviously, Canadian,
right.
but anyway, yeah. So people in the chat, if you're comfortable, let us know where you're from, or whatever, or not. I don't know. But anyway, back to Allen. What was he talking about?
Thank you so much for dealing with the questions that we have, because when we go to our church, we're just told to just accept it by faith, or we're just told, hey,
Illinois. Yeah, which I love it. It's like we don't pronounce it like just in like typical American, like actually pronounce all the letters like Illinois, but we also don't do the probably like originally French like Illinois. We go Illinois, so it's like neither.
Yeah, it's like the French crammed together with the Irish coming up through West Virginia and then like moved into that area, and so you have
So, and also if anyone can tell me what impression I was doing when I said Illinois.
I do not know.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, the not city part of New York. So you're basically, what you're saying is you're in the mob.
No, upstate New York is most of New York State.
Yeah.
The I went up to the Adirondacks for the first honeymoon. That's an awesome place. So many fucking lakes.
Yeah. The only parts of New York I've really spent any time in is in like New York City and Buffalo. Because used to have some in-laws that lived there. They used to live there, and they used to be in-laws. So anyway,
hey, you know what? I'm not sure the answer to that, but you know what? Just believe it's true, or whatever. Or we don't talk about that here, or that's taboo. Or maybe they don't hear sermons about things that they are dealing with. Right? This generation is dealing with same-sex attraction. They're dealing with lust. They're dealing with having...
Right, because no one else before them dealt with same-sex attraction or lust. Like,
yeah,
and
they
also,
just said secret affairs on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, Buffalo does. And I've been to Niagara. But, yeah.
I will say it, like, Canada has the best view of Niagara Falls because we didn't put a bunch of fucking casinos on it. If you're in the park on America's side, like it's there's a viewing thing and a fucking gift shop and shit, but like it's a park, and then you turn this way and it's just like
Yep, it's very, very America. But yeah, dealing with attraction. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, same-sex attraction and lust, as if those are like different things. Because like if you're attracted to
Well, yeah.
did I freeze again? Anyway.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
froze a bit.
Anyway. But yeah, so yeah.
Inappropriate websites on their phone and things like that they can get to. They're dealing with that. They're
inappropriate according to you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. This is the way he worded that. Inappropriate websites on their phones. Like, yeah, because that's the way people talk. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what causes a lot more problems with thinking it's a problem to look at porn is part of the problem with looking at porn. Like it can become a problem. There is like porn that's not ethical.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so like there is like discernment needed and like knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
I think that caused more problems for dudes like. So like some dudes like did have like a legitimate addiction, but they treated like all guys who had a repeated interest in pornography as having an addiction. And there's a difference. It's like you don't call everybody who drinks beer an alcoholic, well, unless you're a certain kind of Baptist, you do.
Right. Oh yeah. That's for sure. Yeah. Can't say the P word. Like I will say as a connoisseur of the P word, that P word. Yeah. Speaking of like ethical stuff, that's why I don't know if this is like TMI for folks, but
probably.
Yeah. But like, that's why I always like prefer, because like knowing what kind of things go on, like when people talk about like ethical porn or like not, like you can definitely tell like, and some porn, it's like, okay, one of these people involved is definitely not happy to be here. And you can like definitely kind of tell sometimes. Like that's always like, that's I freeze. And then
there is
but that's why I usually prefer like the more
there
like
is
amateur stuff where you can tell, okay, these people are making it themselves. This is what they're wanting to do,
right,
kind of thing. Yeah.
And then there's I can't remember the name of the company, but I think one of the actresses has been on the line before. It's basically like a creator owned studio, like production company, and so there isn't, the performers are the ones who run it and who own it, and so there isn't that like paycheck pressure and that kind of horribleness that happens with the trafficking involved.
Right. So yeah, ethical porn, it's a thing. So, but
is YouTube right? Which one? Which channel though?
Probably not ours. That's for sure. So, who decides? Well, Allen, I guess.
Are we apostates? Is that what they would call us?
Yeah, because I think apostate just means like completely leaving and rejecting. Because like heretic, it's like you're still, you at least identify with the religion, but they'd say you just do it the wrong way. But like apostate, I think means like you just,
yeah.
It
was really interesting. They don't try to
gestures.
Hardly any videos. I went looking recently. I couldn't find any. I didn't look real hard on YouTube. Videos like of Christians trying to convince former Christians to come back. There's just not a market.
Because I've had some interesting experiences of Christians trying to convince me, but they always did such a terrible job
for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because how do you convince somebody whose life is better that it's not really better?
Yeah. Because I will say most of my interactions with people trying to convince me to come back, it was such a bizarre mixture of you're pissing me off and that's adorable. Like, you think this is convincing. You think this is actually going to work. That is precious.
It's like, wait, you think I didn't already consider this? That's amazing how dumb you think I am and how little time I put in.
Or one of my favorite questions was this dude, like, have you ever maybe considered that you've been demonized? As in, like not demonized as in, like, criticized and, like, people calling you demonic. Like, no, demonized as in possessed by a demon. Like, have you ever considered that's what's going on? And, like, also, like, okay,
if considered having schizophrenia,
or, like, also, like, if that is what's happened to me, like, how would you think I would answer that? It's like, oh yeah, you're right. That's happening right now. I, the demon, fully admit that. Like, what the? But also, like, what I told the guy is like, dude, you are lucky I don't have any kind of, like, trauma or anything, like, associated with that. Because, like, this is a guy, like, again, the typical guy I knew in high school and haven't talked to since, and just all of a sudden reaches out, hey, I saw 7 things you're posting online. Thought he didn't say this, but it was basically that
but
idea.
I give a shit.
It's like, you clearly need me to talk to you about it right now. And but yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a good question. Yeah. I've had a lot of people suggest I might be possessed. Yeah. I asked how they know they aren't, because
how they know they're not deceived.
Yeah.
How do they know God didn't give them over to something?
Right. Because as the Bible says, God literally does sometimes. So no. So here's a question I thought of today, not really related at all, but I figure it's okay. I was thinking about the question of, like, because people talk about, like, God being, like, the highest being and, like, him, like, deciding, like, what's good, what's bad, and, like, all that. But I was thinking about it, kind of inspired by the whole thought of, what's the phrase? Omniscience. That's the one that means all knowing.
Yeah.
Omniscience. I don't remember who it was, but someone said basically it's really impossible to actually know if you are omniscient.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you are omniscient, even if you actually do know everything, like, how do you know that you actually know everything? How do you know that there's not something you don't know? So then my brain, like, took that even farther. It's like, almost like, what if there was, like, another being above God who actually did create God, but was basically like that whatever you would call that equivalent of, like, a deistic, creator, where he basically just made God, made him have no knowledge of being created or anything, and then just fucked off and didn't let God have any knowledge of this entity. It's like,
well, it makes sense, because, like, father like son, like, yeah. God is doing that.
Yeah, we're like,
making rules are kind of fucking off most of the time.
Right. But how would God know if something made him, but made him so he wouldn't know that he was made by something else? Like,
he wouldn't.
Yep.
I think he was amazing.
Yeah, all seeing. You could have a terrible memory and forget stuff. That there's that too. Which, again, if that's the case, how are you going to know? But yeah, so that was my.
Well, then what's it? Then there is there no all knowing? Like, is there no omni in that grouping of just descriptors that means all knowing?
No, I think that whether or not omniscience literally means that, that's usually, like, people will use omniscience to mean that.
Like,
whether or
meaning
not
like all awareness kind of thing.
Yeah, like all seeing, all that. But all right, well, Alan's already driven me to second drink here, so
okay.
On the good old Centennial IPA from our friends at Founders, friends of the show, whether they realize it or not. So yeah. Also, like, I'll take this time to point out, I don't know if people who's on now and heard me say earlier, but, like, we were anticipating this this video, or the rest of the video from Alan here, to not take as long. So if anyone had any other thoughts, suggestions for what to do when we're done with this video, whether it's another video you want us to watch, just something you want to hear us talk about, get our opinions, or if, I guess, like, Matt, I don't know if you'll me to, like, also throw the link out, see if anyone wants to hop on and actually chat. Or
yeah, I don't even know.
All right.
I'm just pouring a beer.
Well, do you want me to go and put the link out now, or wait till we're done with the video, or?
Listen, I don't let's finish the video.
All right,
Kind of
sounds
want to
good.
finish it.
Yeah,
if we involve somebody else, it'll probably take longer.
that's true. And then we won't get to that other thing that they want us to get to, or not. All right.
Wait, hold on. Beers. You have the
Dealing
same one,
with-
right?
Oh yeah, sorry. You need to tell your beer. That's right.
This is from Braxton, which is across the river in Kentucky, northern Kentucky. It's like southern Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That we don't talk about. I bourbon barrel ale. It's a golden ale in like bourbon barrels that just had the bourbon dumped out of them. Like went from like the distillery, dumped out the bourbon, distillery to the beer place. That's what the label describes. So
Interesting.
it smells a lot like bourbon and a barrel.
And a barrel. Good. Yeah, so this is the Centennial IPA. It smells like Centennial hops.
I don't know how I feel about this beer. You see that reaction that just happened?
I did. That was the thing. Yeah.
It's delayed. It like rolls and rolls, and then the flavor kind of just goes. And now we're just all that. It's
All right then.
It's like a medicinal vanilla.
Ooh.
I think I'm into it.
I'm intrigued.
Like medicinal char vanilla at the end.
So as Ember says, yeah, it does and it doesn't. Omni all scientia, to know, ent being, but that's the translation interpretation problem in action. Yep. Especially once we try to get things into English, it's like we have no idea what the fuck's going on anymore. So anyway,
which is like 5 other ones combined. So
all right, let's hear Alan talk about his invisible oranges.
Gender issues, or dealing with being confused about their identity and all this stuff. And sadly,
right, because if someone's having gender dysphoria, first place you want to send them to is a church that's trying to figure out how to deal with millennials. That's gonna go great. God, fucking. But don't actually do that. Please don't.
Yeah, don't do it. Just like he's
at
not
the
doing
church,
because he's given no. Don't do it just like he's not doing it because he's given no examples of stuff that works. It's just all theory for him.
Yes, send it to the people at the imaginary friend. They'll talk you through your confusion.
Your very real challenges.
Yeah.
nobody is very seldom, very few churches are actually dealing with that. Now, I'm not saying that every sermon has to be about that, but what I am saying is, once again, is there some sort of forum? Is there some sort of outlet? Are there any sort of activities? Are there any sort of services that you may have that are specifically dedicated to answering the tough questions that this generation has? I believe,
like the men's healthy sexuality group that they had at our old church, and which was like everybody go and feel bad about looking at porn together, and
the ironically named healthy sexuality, which basically tells men, unless you're married, don't have sex and definitely don't masturbate, which is like the exact opposite of healthy for your prostate, among other things,
or your brain.
Yeah, it's like literally like regular, like at least for men, like, you know, regular like ejaculation, whether it's like through having sex or masturbation, like it's actually good for you, like among other things can reduce your risk of prostate cancer. But we're
not using plumbing's bad for the plumbing,
right but the church is telling like young men to basically increase their risk of prostate cancer, essentially.
And also when they get into a relationship and you haven't been jerking it or looking at porn, and now all that pent up aggression, you're supposed to channel that into the patriarchy. But also, like don't get aggressive with your girlfriend or like do anything sexual with your significant other. And then when you get married and you like, then we say it's okay for you to do all that stuff, then you're just supposed to be fine.
Yeah, this thing that we've told you like your entire life, this is evil, it's dirty, stay away. And then as soon as you get married, all right, do it. It's like, have fun. It's like
it's there's a lot of
ah,
baggage baked into that. Like the idea of like sex just being for fun. Potentially.
mhm.
Like if it's always just for fun, I don't know. Maybe talk to a psychologist. But like
Yeah. Yeah, but
but like
Emerson,
also no shame if that's just how it is for you.
yeah. But also, as Emerson, yeah, true for women too. And I guess I should say, like, from what I was talking about, like, it can be men or women, but people who produce semen, like, and that's how they get it out. But yeah, men or women, or yeah, any other identities, whatever. So, all
You
the
got
things.
uncomfortable. You locked up too. That's awkward for me now.
What?
You locked up. I was like, you locked up. That's awkward for me now.
Yeah, but what were you saying as I locked up?
You got uncomfortable, and then it locked up, and I was like, I'm uncomfortable now.
Oh yeah, just making sure I'm,
I know.
saying the things, not just to say the things that I do mean. Yeah. I feel like I can't explain this and not sound awkward, so I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're at that age where, like, depending on how old the listener is, we will just sound cringe.
Yeah. I mean, I should be used to it, being the father of two teenagers.
Like, I think we even say the word cringe wrong. I think we tend to like dwell on the at the end, cringe. We zhuzh it a little too hard.
No.
It's just cringe.
So, all right. So let's all be clearer. Yeah, people with vaginas needs to excite the glands and produce fluids too. Yep. See?
Yeah, you don't want that spiritual dryness we heard about a couple weeks ago.
Right. Yeah. So basically, like to sum up, like no matter what form of plumbing or you have or how you identify, just be good to yourself.
You gotta use the pipes.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. So. All right.
I chuckled for no reason. His mic stand's a little creepy. Is that just me?
Maybe a little.
Very bug-like.
Yeah.
His mic. Is he a reptilian?
Like some kind of stance.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
light's that way too.
Yeah. Anyway, well,
Is he a mantis person?
Let's see if we can get this over with.
If you start to implement some of those things, you'll start to see an influx of younger people coming back to your church because they want answers to difficult questions. And then the last thing that I'll say is this issue.
See, they want answers
from him, from his people, his kind of people. That's who they want. They're gonna come, and just like in droves, they're gonna come. And
so get that plastic down quick. Yeah, but
Trinity fixation. I don't know if I get that.
The tripods.
Oh,
I'm assuming that's what Ember was talking about.
Yeah,
but
that would make sense.
Yeah, but
Let's obsess about the thing we don't understand.
Yeah, but so here's the key thing. So at any point in that whole like thing about like letting them bring their questions, like, I mean, I know this. That's not the main point of this video. This is like just one of several points he's getting through. But even in videos like this, or like any time where a Christian or apologist or whatever is talking about, being open for people bringing like their tough questions, like it seems like their strategy is never really quite to actually deal with those questions honestly. It's always to make sure we answer those questions and make sure they come up with the right answer for those questions. Or they'll say, or maybe just be comfortable with not having an answer. And usually that's code for, okay, what appears to be the real answer seems like really fucked up. So we're just going to pretend it's mysterious and say, well, it must be something else that we just don't understand. Because you'll notice, like, with all the Christians who love to say things like, well, sometimes God's just mysterious. Like, things are only mysterious when they don't like the answer. But when they do like the answer, then it's like, oh, see, the Bible's clear. So it's obviously this. It's like, oh, here we go. Solved the Trinity the other day. Baby Jeebus, living Jeebus, zombie Jeebus.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
like
I
that.
did hear a really good explanation of the Trinity from
Wasn't as good as this, I can guarantee.
no, it wasn't. This is from somebody who was being serious. Richard Rohr. There's a book he had called The Divine Dance, which is about the Trinity.
Yeah.
And like totally like listen to the audiobook when you're high. So it's kind of like Trinity is God experienced in three different ways. So like God as source, God as creation, and God as movement. Which is kind of like the three-legged stool of reality. You have like where something comes from, you have the thing, and you have the motion that allows anything to be a thing. Because like without motion, like molecules just kind of like stop. Nothing would kind of be. Like it can't be without patterns of motion.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff where people are getting at going on from that angle, it kind of feels like they're intuiting things about reality. And then when you try to cram it into a fucking story, instead of like something that's intuited through meditating or just gut feelings.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay, Amber. I only barely am. And I've listened to the book that he's talking about as well. But one of the things that kept coming to my mind, though, like listening to Richard Rohr and like hearing his thoughts, the thought that kept coming to my mind is like, okay, but where is he getting all this from? Like, and
so the God of source is God the Father, and then God's creation is God the Son, and then Holy Spirit is the relationship between the two in motion. Yeah. So he looks at it as like a very figurative way.
Yeah. So Ember, I mean, I would say that doesn't quite track for me as well. Like I said, with a lot of things that he said, like even when I was in the place where I was like a big fan of his, like one of my typical thoughts is like, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But how does he actually know that this is the case? Or is this just like, well, this is just whether it's him or
he wasn't saying it is the case. It was more like this is an exploration of that subject that in a way that he connects with it.
Yeah, but there would still be things that he would say, and like whether or not he would like necessarily phrase it that way, but it's more like he was like making claims about like reality or the nature of God and saying like it is like this, but it's like and not just him, but like so many other, especially in the more like progressive Christian like circles, or it's just so much of it sounded like, okay, this is something that sounds good to you, which okay, cool, fair enough, but
well, yeah. So this thing about
great image, by the way. So
it was I think it's kind of like tied in with the idea of like once the universe came to be, the internal mechanisms of the universe caused it to continue to be. So the Trinity would be like, I think is very much that idea of the Trinity is focused more on just kind of like that interconnected nature of reality now. I see it more as like whether I don't care how he looked at it. The way it came across to me was this was a Catholic Catholic Franciscan priest grappling with reality through his particular lens, and so real things about physics are coming through in a figurative way in his explanation. Because I kind of feel like there are things we can kind of into it on a gut level about. There have been things that I meditated on where I looked them up later and like it's totally a fucking thing, and like I hadn't learned about it previously, and it was just like something like a conclusion I came to just thinking about things, mostly philosophical stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But I guess one of my main things with Roar, and again, like not just him, like I don't want to sound like I'm picking on him, but like with so many others, it's like I just still felt like whether they would express it this way or not, it's almost like they still had this almost obligation to however they were viewing the universe and reality and whatever like really actually genuinely cool observations they were coming up with. It almost felt like there was still this compulsion to put it in their like religious Jesus-y God language. And that's what I kept getting like hung up on. I'm like, you don't have to do that. But
no, he really came across like an agnostic Buddhist or something, and then then he would like shoehorn it back into a certain theology.
Yeah.
So, Ember, that is kind of what I'm. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, sorry. I was about to say. Speaking of shoehorns, I don't know why I try to keep up with the segues, but they don't always work. But anyway, hey, how's it going, Tilting Windmill? Good to see you, even though you're 2 hours late. So, or maybe we're 2 hours late to you or something. I don't know.
So yeah, Ember, it is kind of like that. If I catch on what you're saying, it's like the universe is one thing developing. And it develops through time, but even through time, it's still just the universe being the universe doing a singular thing.
Yeah.
If that made any sense.
Yeah, but again, to me, the whole thing, to me, like where I get stuck is like, just like, you don't need that step of, okay, this is this thing we're figuring out about the universe and the way reality works. But like, just skip the whole, now, how do we make this fit with God? It's like,
no, like, because like if the God of the Bible is real, which it isn't, but if it was, right? Like looking at reality, understanding reality more should help you understand more about that God.
Right.
Okay. And if you find out things that don't make sense with what you thought previously, you should abandon that and say, if there's a God, that God's more like this. So I don't understand like why hold on to the old stuff when you have like new information that they literally couldn't have access to.
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah. Seeing the universe from outside, you can't tell whether the Big Bang just happened or we're billions of years on because time is internal. Yep.
Yeah.
From the outside. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah.
We would never know, and we would never truly know like the scale of our universe compared to the scale of that, if that's even a concept, like being inside a black hole of another space. You know, like what we think is like enormous in our universe could be like the scale of the universe we're in a black hole of. It could be very tiny. We have no idea how tiny we are.
Well, no notification again. No, but I love that you showed up anyway, because for me, like, that almost says more that like even though like you weren't notified and you only realized 2 hours later, like you still wanted to show up. That actually means a lot to me. That because I think if this was like a show you didn't give a shit about, it's like I didn't get my notification, it already started. Fuck it, but you're here, and I genuinely appreciate that. So anyway,
I also appreciate the assumption that you have missed nothing.
It's yeah, we're talking about Allen Parr and the like elections here in the States last night. Windmill, I can't remember if you're.
I want to say UK. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, it's like we got like there's Canadians, there's UKians. I know Spooky Bedhair, he's in the UK. But yeah, sorry, Windmill, I don't remember where you're from. You can share if you want, but all right. Oh yes. This right here. Yeah, wrap your brain around this. We're inside a black hole of our own universe because all black holes drain into the same pipe which dumps at the moment of inflation. Now, this was something I was going to mention. This whole like theory about
which makes sense why it would be expanding faster then. More black holes sucking in more shit to put it back at the beginning. Yeah,
but also there is apparently like a legit idea out there that the entire observable universe is actually inside a black hole. I mean, like I guess there's several reasons to that they theorize that, but one of them is like when they started doing the math on like basically given like the amount of mass in an object, like basically how small do you have to shrink it for it to be dense enough to become a black hole? So,
No fucking way, windmill. I really appreciate that.
wow.
I mean, don't ruin like your good shit you've got in your life to listen to us. But
that's really cool. We appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I don't mind you being late then.
Oh, good work on Prop 50 in Cali.
Yeah. But anyway, so speaking of like the whole math about like black holes, so they would do things like, okay, so take something like the mass of the Earth, it would have to be shrunk down to the size of a blueberry, and then it would become a black hole, and so on. So basically they did the math of like, and again, like what their figure is the mass of the entire like visible universe. And they ran the math on like, okay, how small would you have to shrink the observable universe for it to be dense enough to become a black hole? And apparently the math said you would need to shrink the observable universe to a size slightly larger than the observable universe. So basically the observable universe already is dense enough to be a black hole. So
Embers bursting your black hole bubble.
Fine.
I heard something like that too, but like the explanation I heard was like not possible for me to understand.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, like, but I think it still makes sense if you look at it like in terms of like it being the observable universe, and then kind of like think backwards from like the concept of an event horizon, where it's like, okay, because like an event horizon, like once something goes in, like it can't go out, so it's almost saying like this barrier. And I remember like thinking about it, it's like, okay, this sounds like there's a lot of similarities between like the edge of the observable universe and an event horizon. It's like you can't see beyond it. Things can't like. So I mean,
yeah, it makes sense.
It's fun for me to think about, and I don't care what Ember says. I'm still gonna think that.
I mean, even if the math doesn't work out exactly.
Yeah. Why you gotta be so smart? Damn it. All right. Not a matter of shrinking exactly. The formula in the equation is for calculating the Schwarzschild radius of a singularity. And the mass of the universe gives a result of 3 times the size of what we see. Nah.
Oh. But still, the diagram of the observable universe looks like brain neurons in the mycelium network as well.
Yeah.
That just means everything's fractal.
Yep. Yep, things that are made of the same things look like the other things that are made of the same things.
Things that have similar functions look like similar things of a function. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still cool, though.
Oh, yeah. Faux show. All right. Well, I was about to say, speaking of cool, but that's not a good transition.
No.
Anyway, back to Alan.
This jacket
of substance.
Right. Oh, yeah. The non-members only, members only jacket.
Yeah, it's like Han Solo goes to Mardi Gras.
Looks like a maple leaf. Ah, see. I knew it. Kip is in charge. Him and those damn moose. Speaking of, where is Kip? Did he fall asleep again, but didn't tell us this time?
By the way, Moose Knuckle is one of the funniest names for a thing. Especially that thing.
That may be... Is that supposed to be concise? Yeah, the C and the X are next to each other. I think that might be... It's supposed to be concise. An explanation of why the black hole universe idea is bunk that I've seen. Huh. Well, I still choose to believe it.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
Wait, but that doesn't like disprove that it's like doesn't say that it's not. We're not a black hole universe, right? It just means like it doesn't work out exactly right to prove that it is for sure. Is that what I'm getting, or am I not getting it?
So basically, what you're saying is it just takes, you just have to have faith. Like,
yeah,
despite the evidence, you just got to believe it anyway, because that's what strong faith means. So,
yeah,
as long as you did it concisely. So,
yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, don't. But if you are,
keep it concise. Yes. Man, I I did not have bestiality advice on my bingo card.
I have no idea why that reminded me. Oh, the bestiality. That's why it reminded me.
Oh, good.
You really have no idea where this is going at all.
I don't, and I'm scared.
Okay, in the New York mayoral race. All right, so there were 3 candidates, right? I love how this sounds terrible right away.
Oh.
All right. So, Curtis Sliwa was one of the candidates. Mm-hmm. He was the actual Republican candidate, and he was leader of the Guardian Angels.
Yeah, and he got like 2 votes or something.
Yeah, he got, and it was like it's like in the thousands, which is really pitiful for New York.
Yeah, bless his heart.
Well, Trump endorsed Cuomo, and rank file went to Cuomo, and Mamdani won. First of all, by like. He got more votes than both other candidates combined.
Yeah, by a lot. Yeah, it's like a.
So Curtis Sliwa is a head of the Guardian Angels. Guardian Angels is a beret-wearing vigilante group. Some white supremacy involved, although not all the members are white. Somebody described the Guardian Angels as the whack Panthers. I thought that was amazing.
That is. I'm wondering, how did we get there from where we were?
But... Bestiality. Panther.
Oh.
That's the connection my brain made. That I didn't even catch at the beginning until you said something about bestiality, and I was like, oh, that's what it was.
Well, thanks for bringing us along. Past life, you were a theoretical physicist. Forgotten so much, though. You might want to check with Dr. Weasel. Yep. Well... But that would involve asking him things and then listening to him. So who wants to do that?
I don't know who Dr. Weasel is, and I choose to believe it is a real weasel you think is a doctor.
Oh, it's Dr. Tapioca Weasel from from Budget Scripture Saturday and Bad Science Sunday. He is like, how many weasels in a trench coat? I don't remember. But
I don't know, but all of them are autistic.
Which is the best kind. I mean, because if you're going to have weasels, they should be autistic. So
I like being able to make this kind of jokes.
All right. So, we were watching something. So.
This one surprised me, but many millennials said that they feel like the sermons are watered down. They feel like one person said that it felt more like what did they say? They said they felt it more like a rock.
I know he was finally about to get to it, but I felt like cutting him off there.
Why is it all in fucking caps? Oh, okay. This is somebody's tweet or shit.
Yeah. We got you covered with that. So,
we do.
Oh, up to 5 wheels in a lab coat, not a trench coat. Yeah. Yeah. Must be a large by now. I would hope so. Make sure they're nice and cozy in there.
I saw somebody wearing a lab coat in a mosh pit once, and I thought it was dumb. And then I realized he walked out of the concert covered in makeup and blood. That was his trophy coat.
Yeah, it was like performance art. Yeah.
And I was like, he's a fucking serial killer.
And his name was Albert Einstein. I mean, do you get that?
No, but I thought it was funny. I pictured real Albert Einstein doing that.
It's kind of a trope in the whole like atheist versus Christian debate, because you'll see these usually the things that used to be like the chain emails of like the totally real story that totally happened, where like this college student like totally owns their atheist professor with this like brilliant point, and then always ends with and that student's name was Albert Einstein. Which it totally wasn't. Like that's a completely made up story. So it's just
no, he was into Spinoza's God, which is like hardly a god. Doesn't sound like a god from what I remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember what Spinoza's God is like, but yeah. I think that's a particularly like reoccurring joke on Zidanza.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that. I've taken
Yeah.
a break. My notifications have been hiding them from me.
Yeah. See, so here's the thing. Like, I guess I like use YouTube like way differently than most anyone or everyone, whatever. Because like I don't have notifications on at all. Like I'm subscribed to a lot of pages, and I typically just watch like from my subscription feed, and I just see who's got videos out, and then I just watch them. Like I don't need to be notified because I'm always just in my subscription feed. So yeah.
Are notifications all a lie?
So
Because
I mean, plus I'm also one of those people like I hate having like notifications like on my phone because like I mean I'm subscribed to so many channels. Like if I had notifications on, my YouTube like icon on my phone would always have notifications on it, and that would
no, that's
bug
only
the
if you
shit
turn
out
it
of me.
on for like all notifications. Because there's like the full bell and then the empty bell that you can select, and that one is like, yeah, notify me, but like only when you want to. YouTube. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah, see, well, I haven't figured that part out. I just left them out because, like I said, I never miss anything because I'm always checking my subscription feed, so I always get everything. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I got to get rid of my notifications and go to just like all notifications for channels I totally want to follow.
yeah. Never forget Zidan's Thursday nights. So it'll be tomorrow. I think it starts at 10 Eastern, if I remember correctly. So yeah, check it out.
Zidane's is great.
Yeah, and
You
and
can totally tell, by the way, when they're having like on-screen tension.
yeah,
Or they're both like, "No, it's fine. It's really fine."
and they say it's like no big deal. But the way I put it is like sometimes their lack of chemistry is kind of a chemistry.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like that's not an insult at all.
No, because at times when Baggy comes out and just breaks Dan.
Yes, that's the best. Yeah.
Man, they've been on for 3 years.
Well, but now, like, well, he's doubting himself. It's like because I have been watching since the inception, but yeah, I actually don't know how long it's been, but yeah, it's one of my
There's
favorite
a
shows.
year that just blends in with the other one. It's this past year. Like it.
Yeah,
Dude, do you realize he just got elected in just January?
well, inaugurated. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
he became president.
yeah,
Like officially doing shit.
yeah.
That's
And we didn't even have to wait till the midterms to get like an election that was like
that was like 8 years ago.
No, but what I like speaking of the elections, like usually it's like by the midterms, if like if it's an unpopular president, then
It's
like the
clear
other
he's
party
fucked.
gets.
Yeah.
No, but like it's not even the midterms; it's like less than a year. Like the very next election, everyone's like, "No, fuck that."
Just fuck all y'all. Just
Yeah,
in places it didn't fucking matter. Like what party you voted for. Like for governors, it doesn't often matter for the state because it's just kind of like what do they deliver on what the state wants.
yeah.
Like, but yeah, it was. Oh
No.
man,
That's one way to measure it. Yeah, have that baby and get your postpartum in. Yeah,
yes.
yay. Thank you, Ember, for making me laugh about postpartum depression. But
Like we're I think I'd say a lot of us are starting to get adjusted to how fucked it is here, and not in a way we're like comfortable with it. It's like, yeah, they're gonna arrest some U.S. citizens. They're doing a shit job of it.
yeah,
Like they're doing a shit job of everything.
mm-hmm.
And so literally all we have to do is just not super cooperate. And just let them fuck themselves. Now, people will get hurt in the meantime. Absolutely.
Yeah.
At this point, there's a certain amount of that is unavoidable. Like, even if it goes as well as possible, people will still get hurt at this point. And that has been something to adjust to.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up a little bit that like we're getting used to that because like America has done that to other parts of the world for a long time. We're seeing a lot of the same stuff in our country. It's been done in other countries by us for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can see how other countries will be looking at us going, oh, they have to get used to it. It's so sad for them.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yep. All right. Oh yeah, remember how we were going to let Alan finish?
Concert
I
and
don't
a stand-up
want to
comedy,
see Alan
right?
finish.
Right. That's what they said. And so it's interesting that the very thing that we think is going to attract more people, which is to kind of water the word of God down and put a whole bunch of jokes and stuff in our sermon, is actually the very thing that is repelling an entire generation, because they want to be challenged. They want to hear the truth. They want answers to life's most difficult questions. So I would.
Don't
they're
necessarily
not
want your answers.
Yeah, here's the thing. They want those answers, and they're not finding it in your churches. So
you're missing. You're missing B. You've gone A, then C.
yeah.
You've gone the underpants profit route.
Phase 2? But yeah. But on a more serious note here, as Ember says, yes, be mindful the regime will implode and try to keep people safe while it happens.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Harm reduction.
Yep.
I think it's cute.
That's life now.
It is cute at this point when, like, if you see people refer to the Purple Revolution or whatever, they're talking about Republicans who are waking up, and they're like, "We're here to save the day. Did we mention we're white?" And and they're going, "Yay, purple!" And meanwhile, the liberals are like, "Welcome. We've been doing this for a long time," and the left is going, "We're still waiting." It's like, yes, you guys are all realizing the same shit we are, and just hurry the fuck up. So we don't have to do this again.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I can relate. I don't just want an answer. I want the most likely correct answer.
Yeah. I just want to believe the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And if the truth is that there's like a God bigger than God, it's not that God. So there's at least something bigger, which is probably just the universe. And if I can find a way to have a religion of the universe, that sounds good.
Yeah, but also the universe probably doesn't care if you have a religion about it or not.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
I mean, I'm saying like it's a religion of the universe to be kind of like being just kind of like living in the flow with what's happening.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Also, as Ember says, yeah, show me your answer is better than the other 17 religions making stuff up and down the street. Yeah, exactly.
There's a little mini documentary on YouTube called Spiritual Witnesses, and I don't think there's any narration at all in it. And it just shows people of different faiths having the same kind of faith experience, like that Holy Spirit feeling moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's several different faiths having the same experience, and it demystifies it and makes it a very human occurrence.
Interesting. What's it called?
Spiritual Witnesses.
Spiritual Witnesses.
Heard about it from the YouTuber London Storm, who I haven't watched in a long time.
I don't think
they moved to the UK, I think, for I suspect for a particular healthcare thing they offer there.
Yeah.
That is harder to come by in the US, at least with less money.
Right. Yep, that's a thing. Yeah. For no answer to a wrong answer. Yeah, don't just make shit up just to have an answer. Like, if there's no answer, just say, yeah, we don't know.
And if somebody wants things to be like spiritual, and that's like your angle, like you're trying to find God or whatever, then like the no answer leads to more God than the wrong answer does.
Yeah. All right.
Encourage us to make sure that our sermons and everything that we do is with substance. So once again, hopefully you got a lot from this video, because I wanted to talk directly to the millennials, and I also wanted to talk to the church leaders as well. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you a millennial? Are you one that's more jaded towards church, or are you going to church? Are you actively involved in church?
So I am a millennial and pretty jaded towards church. So here's one thing that I noticed was very conspicuously absent from this. So in all his solutions, what's that?
Empathy.
But also like similar to like what Windmill has been like talking about here, in all his ways that he was just talking about here about how the church can basically convince the millennials to keep coming back. None of his ways that he suggested to make that happen, like none of it had anything to do with actually demonstrating that any of this is real. Which I know, like being a millennial who is left the church myself, like for me, like that's really what it was all about. Like yes, like I kept going to church because I thought it was real, even going there through times where it's like I didn't like certain stances they were taking, I didn't like certain answers, or I felt like I was kind of disconnected, or I didn't really have a strong community, or I felt like maybe it didn't necessarily apply specifically to me. Like all the things that he said that like keep millennials away, like none of that kept me away as long as I still believed that it was real and this was the truth. But
yeah, and then my experience as well. Once it isn't, you realize that wasn't real and was completely conditional.
mm-hmm.
That just fucking sucks.
Yeah. So like I said, even so, the contrary is true. Is like, but once I am unconvinced that something is true, or maybe even convinced that it is not true, it's like okay, then I don't care how good it makes me feel. I don't care how nice sounding the answers are. I don't care how welcoming the people are. I don't care how inclusive they are. Like if I don't think it's true, then I don't care.
Isn't it messed up how that got buried? You know what I mean? Like that was all real stuff that was happening and needed to be addressed, right? But like when we were in it, we just like didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Denver says, yeah, Allen wants to offer substance. I wonder what he thinks substance is. Yeah. That's
unclear. Because I think it's all there's a lot of lip service.
Mm-hmm.
Just because if he thought he provided substance, what does he think superficial is?
Yeah, right? Ugh. All right. Well, I think that's basically the end of that. I think it's basically just wrapping up. Saying,
fuck off, Allen.
Yeah. Arr.
You and your oranges.
Invisible oranges. Yeah. Man. So that was Allen Parr talking about like why don't the millennials want to go to church? Which was mainly the thrust of the part of the video we watched last week, which he was mainly wrong about. But then this week, like, oh, and then how can we win him back? And which he was also, I mean, I guess a lot of the
bad ideas.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the things he was talking about, like in this part of the video, like I can see that actually working for a lot of millennials. Like I said, a couple of things he was talking about, like they were good points as far as like
if they want to be there.
Yeah, like actually involving like millennials, like people of that age group, like getting their input and their thoughts on like what the church should be doing, what the church should be talking about, like, and being an open place for them to like bring their questions and concerns and frustrations or whatever. But yeah, like I said, it's again, this just speaking from my own experience. It's like because people will ask like, well, what would convince you to come back to Christianity? It's like it's really as simple as if I thought it was true. That's really what it comes down to. And that's because that's the reason I left, is because I no longer thought it was true. Like I wasn't now, like I know like plenty of people do not have my experience, and unfortunately for them it was much worse. But like, yeah, I didn't leave because I was hurt by anyone, like didn't experience any sort of didn't really have any bad experiences. I mean, maybe like in hindsight now I'm seeing how like the church kind of like fucked me up in a lot of ways. But at the time, like when I left, like I didn't feel any sort of like animosity or ill will or anything towards like the church or people in the church. Like it really just came down to, I just don't think this is true anymore. So yeah, it's really as simple as that.
Yeah, but if you want to believe only what's true,
and I doubt
religion, that you don't need a God for that. So
what's that?
If you just want to believe what's true, you don't need a God for that.
Yeah, and like I said, that's my
at least is what the vibe I've gotten from Christians when I say that to them.
Yeah,
they're like, interesting how they get mad instead of just giving you more real things.
Right? Yeah. So, like I said, that's. I mean, I can only speak from my experience, but also in my experience is far from unique, if that makes sense. So, but okay, you got me. Well, I mean, of course, I do like to sin. I mean, even when I was a Christian, I wanted to sin. But
Right.
yeah, or the way I put it now, it's like my lifestyle, as far as like the things I do or don't do, is like it's pretty much the same as when I was a Christian. Like I haven't picked up any new sinful or what they would consider sinful habits. Like I still do the same shit. The only difference now is like I don't feel guilty about it. That's really it.
Because it's literally not hurting anyone. Why?
Right?
Why feel guilty about it?
Yeah. Yeah. But
and there's proof to the contrary that it's helping.
Yeah. But even with the things that I did do that I would agree are wrong, that like, because yeah, obviously, yeah, in my life, I've done things that have hurt people. But now, like, I still see it that way, but I'm like only concerned with the hurt it caused to the person. I'm not also adding that layer of, oh, and I've made God mad. Because also the way like that kind of confuse things is like, as long as you're obeying God, then there are plenty of things that people do to obey God that end up hurting people.
Yeah.
But they don't care that it hurt the people because I'm obeying God. So now I've removed that layer. So now I'm just like, oh, I hurt someone. That means it's bad. You know?
Yeah.
Or
I
whatever.
find it's easier to not do certain things if I don't beat myself up over it, you know?
Okay. BS has a point here. I did pick up atheist YouTube. That makes God frown.
But in the sitcom kind of frown, like, what am I gonna do? Like that kind of thing? Or is it like he's super sad?
Bless his heart. Anyway. And also, welcome, BS.
Baby Jesus can fuck off. He probably cried a lot.
Being all colicky and
yeah, hot take. Baby Jesus was a dick.
Yeah, let's be real. Like we've had babies. Like babies are kind of assholes.
Just just the weirdest poop colors, and yet always uniform.
Like, yeah, and weirdest, not just colors, but consistencies as well.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah. So,
but newborn poop smells like buttered popcorn.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Yeah, that's why like I referred to that stage just as stinky butter. That was
because you're like, oh, everything about this thing that just shits everywhere is so fucking cute. Oh, and did I mention it smells like one of my favorite snacks when it takes a shit? I didn't consent to being hacked this hard.
Oh, see, I wish I knew what any of that meant.
Oh, it's like above an alpha.
Oh, okay. And I'm not as familiar with the infancy gospel of Thomas.
No, buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, it does smell like buttered popcorn.
Yeah. It's disturbing.
You put breast milk through a baby.
Well, yeah, I will say this is for like the babies who like pretty much like just have milk.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they start eating like actual food, then it doesn't. It's no longer. Oh, it kind of smells like popcorn, so it's weird that it smells bad. Like no, it just smells awful.
Yeah.
But hey,
like your baby's broken.
But not speaking of awful, Jimmy, how's it going, buddy?
Jimmy's here with the BS Lewis and the Jimmy.
Man, see, Jimmy, you're just in time. You missed Allen Parr, so you dodged that bullet.
And I'm on my second beer. First beer was 10%. This one is 8%. I've also had a little bit of the devil's lettuce.
Was it from that jar that you?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, where was? Oh, I need to get back to that comment. Yeah, so long ago. Y'all keep commenting. Cut it out. There it is. Haha. Found it.
Holy shit.
That was totally worth it. All right.
Wait, he brings them back and they all have a good laugh? Baby Jesus comes back? What?
Or Allen? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, so all right. So Matt, were you still wanting to put the link out, or do you have any other thoughts for what we do for?
I'm drawing a blank. I have no ideas.
Okay. All right. Well,
By the way, Devil's Lettuce is one of the greatest names for a thing.
yeah, I
Play
appreciate that.
practice. You're in a play?
Or is this for the kid, or yeah? Either way, cool. But yeah, whatever it was, you missed Allen Parr. So well, here I still have the video up, so I'll just trigger warning, like Allen
YouTube is
Parr.
erasing more comments from B.S. Lewis? Man, you've been flagged as a threat.
All right, so real quick, since Jimmy missed it, I'm just gonna bring like the screen share back up, but like trigger warning, like Allen Parr jump scare incoming, and I do a countdown, but yeah, fuck it. So there
he is.
I see why they maybe deleted it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, baby Jesus, he was kind of a dick in the infancy gospel Thomas, from what I understand.
All right,
Yeah,
so YouTube clearly knows that unalive means that same thing, and they're letting that slide. So they're clearly just going, "Oh, we tried."
Yeah. Plausible deniability. All right.
Well, what will we do? There's always so many more words people can use for thing. It's like, just why even try it? Why'd you do it in the first place?
All right. Now that we've sufficiently scared everybody. All right. It's all right, everyone. He's gone.
He learned one gesture for public speaking.
And one volume.
It's just he's always angry about his oranges.
But also like his tone of voice, it's almost like he was only there for the day in public speaking where they said, okay, what to do if you're in a room where you would normally have a microphone, but like it stops working and you need to project. And
yeah, I'll bet his first church, or not current church, that church has money and speakers. But I'll bet he learned how to public speak in a church that had no AV shit, and yeah, and he just can't get rid of it now.
That makes sense. But he sounds like me after like 4 drinks, basically. So Matt knows.
You have yet to do that with somebody who's a conservative, since not being super conservative anymore.
Ah.
That would be interesting. Like, would you just get bored and start like insulting?
What do you mean do that with the conservative? As in like debating or arguing with someone who's a conservative?
The last time I saw you that loud with opinions was at Motor Pub, and that's when you were a conservative.
Yes.
And yeah, and that was. I mean, I let it go without saying anything for a little bit.
Yeah, but I guess to my credit, one of those guys I was opinionating loudly with later did message me. He's like, "Yeah, I thought about it, and I think you're right." So,
I don't even remember what you were saying, but like,
I think it was about the whole like whether establishments should still be allowed to like allow smoking or whether it should be banned. Like my point was like, I think like if places want to allow smoking, let them do it, and if people don't like smoking, they can just not go to that place. But I mean, I'm still kind of there.
Yeah, I think you took it to a different.
Yeah,
you were like you were very freedom and
yeah.
I don't remember.
No, I'm sure I was very annoying about it. But
like there weren't that many people who really complained. The smokers complained, but they were like a minority of the population at that point. It was just kind of like people didn't ban smoking because nobody wanted to do it. No one wanted to be the bar that did that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess my thing was like, but if it's something that people really don't want, that's something that would just happen like naturally and organically. Like you shouldn't need like the law enforcement about it. Because like, let's say like if there is a bar that like they want to allow smoking and the people who are regulars of that bar are smokers and they want to have a place to go to smoke, I'm like, that should also be allowed. But yeah,
I don't
know.
I can see doing the smoking ban. This is like really off topic, but I can see doing the smoking ban from a health perspective, just because it like does cause lung problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like that's yeah. It's one of those issues. Like yeah, I definitely more now than I did then. Can like see both sides of it, but it's one of those things where it's like I mean like where do you draw the line between like okay agreeing that thing is a bad idea, but then also I think it's two different levels to say something is a bad idea and that means it should be illegal. I think those are two different thresholds.
Yeah,
but
like there's an extent to which something is bad that then it should become illegal. But like,
yeah, and especially when it comes to something like how like a bar or restaurant operates. I mean, it's like it's not like anyone has to go.
Did you just call Allen Parr a honky?
What?
Stupid motherfucking honky. Isn't that what it stands for?
No, it stands for shaking my fucking head.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't know things.
I mean, but to me, that stands for stupid motherfucking honky now. But
right. I just assumed.
That's good though. I like that. But yeah, but just to finish my thought on like that, to me, like especially when I mean, just
man,
because
the autism is funny sometimes.
Oh, a lot of the time. But when it comes to like things like restaurants and bars, I feel like no one is. It's not like those are places that someone has to go. So I mean, I could see it like on. But ban smoking on things like like public transportation, like public buildings, things like that. But yeah, but when it comes to like bars and restaurants, where I feel like if a bar or restaurant is doing a thing you don't like, then just simply don't go there. But yeah, anyway,
what does SMH mean?
I think it's just shaking my head.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Jimmy just added the. Well, at least we're entertaining Jimmy tonight, if nothing else. So. But I do love the angle that like Jimmy just called Allen Parr a honky. That is also I love that.
It was in the context of he hates everything about slavery except Christianity. I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. I was right. That's what it means.
So
okay.
Yep. All right. Well, so
we could. All right. So there's options. We could see if anybody wants to come on. We could see what Clint is up to on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and put the link out in the chat just because it's been a while since we've like had anyone on.
Okay.
But also like to let everyone know, like we are out of like official like ideas and stuff for the night. So. But so if anyone has any suggestions, like if you want to hear us just like talk about a certain topic, if you have a certain video in mind you want us to look at, or if you just want us to do a search for a certain kind of video to look at, or if anyone wants to just jump on via the link I just put out in the chat, and then we can go from there. Yeah. Oh. I have seen such things as that.
Oh no!
That's the thing. I don't know if this is real because that's also definitely a meme, but if that actually happened in real life, that's also yeah. But can you imagine like texting your best friend? Oh, can't believe my husband just died. LOL. It's like,
what? So we could We could briefly introduce people to House of Cosby's.
Ooh, okay. Is that on YouTube?
It is.
All right. House.
I mean, it's a full series. We don't need to do the whole thing because it's a lot of too much.
Yeah, right. So, okay. Well, here's episode 1. You want me to just like play that and let that go for a sec, or?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's get that queued up. All right.
I have not watched it in at least 10 years.
Right. So this could go all kinds of ways, I guess. Then. All right. So let's get that and that. All right. So let's see how this goes.
I'd like to explore, and I'll get into stuff. Maybe I can look around, Rudy.
You see, Theo, each Cosby is getting worse than the last, you see.
Jesus, you're right, Cosby one.
I like to explore the house, I will go around the house. I'm Curiosity Cosby, you see.
Dear God, this has to stop now.
He was a Cosby fan at heart, it's clear. He searched and found a Cosby hair. He spent 10 long years and built a cloning machine. And now he's accomplished his wonderful dream to make a house of Cosbys. It's a house of Cosbys.
God, it's so twisted now.
All right, it's done. I locked the basement. No more Cosbys.
Well, Theo, sometimes you just have to try your best, so.
I feel terrible. This all started because I wanted a Cosby of my own to entertain me and tell me Cosby jokes all the time.
Well, we got a Jimmy.
Wasn't enough, was it, Rudy?
No, I wanted more. I couldn't be happy with just one Cosby. I had to have two. And when I realized that
How's it going, Jimmy? Jimmy, you there? Well, I thought Jimmy was on, but Jimmy, are you there?
I am. I don't know why my camera. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. I had
There
the
you
wrong thing. Yeah, I had the wrong thing.
Hello.
How's it going,
Yeah.
man?
I am in a play. Yeah, I'm in a play.
Which
Oh,
play?
awesome.
It's called
Ooh.
Trapped in a Villain's.
Trapped in the Villain's Web or
Oh,
Leave Me Alone. I play a character called Orson Buggy.
Ooh. I don't think I heard of that one, but cool.
Why am I hearing a delayed audio or some crazy crap?
Yeah, I was hearing that for a second. It's gone on my end, but
Okay, cool.
yeah. Well, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. Hold on, let me mute this over. Can you hear me now?
I can.
What? I'm hearing delay. Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot.
Oh, that happens.
I had the goddamn YouTube fucking tab still open. It makes no sense.
How's it going, Maya? Good to see you. And sorry for
bad.
whatever made you say that. I guess. Yeah.
I imagine it was House of Cosby's.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to do a podcast, a live podcast next week. So.
Ooh, cool. Oh yeah, I've been wondering when you're going to get that started up again.
Yeah, I'm going to do a live one probably starting now, once a month, and I'm going to try to post more videos on YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah, I think doing one for me every week was just too much.
Gotcha.
I don't really have that much more to say. I mean, my answer to everything is like, can you prove it? No. Okay, show's over. You guys have a great day now. Thanks for coming by. Like,
Yeah, that can only get you so far.
that's God
true.
isn't real. You're full of shit, and I'll see you later.
Fair enough.
Let's say that. So.
Mindshift covered somebody. Oh, I thought. Okay, when you said Mindshift, for some reason my brain went Myth Vision.
Yeah,
Yes,
mine
it
too. I don't know why, but
And fucking Matthew,
yeah.
fucking stupid motherfucking honky. What the fuck?
See, that is what that means in my head now.
Dude.
But
You
yeah,
should've heard me.
also Fox.
I was cackling like an old witch when he said that shit. I was dying. That shit was
Well,
hilarious.
it kind of came from an old white man. So
No, I just one of my things that I talk about online and whenever it comes up is that Black folks seem not a lot. Well, most of them seem to have a problem with slavery. But somehow they cling to that part of slavery.
yeah.
the Christianity.
And I'm just like, what? I don't understand.
yeah. So
It's like,
no,
I don't
I'm
get it.
assuming this is talking about the gentleman to my left. Yeah, left over there. So Jimmy, if you want to tell the folks who aren't familiar with you, who are you?
Oh, my name is Jimmy Ligon. I am a lifelong atheist. Even though I did go to church when I was a kid, I actually never believed. I just went because my mom and dad told me. And what happened is I learned the truth after I thought I was going to go the different way. I thought that I just didn't get it because I was a kid. I didn't understand, blah, 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 blah. But then I read the Bible in its entirety again from cover to cover. It took me a while, but I did it in my 30s. And before I even got out of Genesis, I was like, oh, I get it now. This is bullshit. So I kept reading it. Because it was at the time, for some reason, it was very entertaining to read the shit. Because once I got past a certain point, I was like, okay, this is all fiction. So I kept reading it, and it became kind of entertaining, like Game of Thrones, pretty much before Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was reading it, and I was like, this is some crazy crap. And then at one point, I was thinking, before I read the Bible, I was thinking I was going to find the religion I was supposed to be in.
Right.
And the answer was none of them. So, because belief, and like I told you before, Tommy, I tend to evolve my atheism as I go along. The more I learn, the more experience I have, the more things I actually didn't know that I incorporate. I try to evolve my state of being an atheist, right? Even though the definition is the person who doesn't believe or lacks belief in the existence of God or gods,
there can be lots of different variations.
Right. The way I
that,
structure my life,
sure.
it's going to be based on my experiences and other stuff that I learned that's actually true, right?
Mhm.
Because belief, as far as I'm concerned, is useless. Because believing something doesn't require any discipline whatsoever. It doesn't require you to learn anything. It doesn't require you to, to actually go out and search facts and actually tax yourself. You can believe whatever the hell you want to, and just that quick, and it's not true necessarily. So I'm gonna talk a lot about belief versus reality, because I don't have to believe in computers. I don't have to believe in my TV. I don't have to believe that gravity exists. It does, whether you believe it or not. It's real. So there's a difference. People go, well, how do you know God isn't real? Because he's not. It's not that hard. It's like, if this guy, how can we just, all these other gods, they act like he's the only one. Like, Yahweh isn't the only one, guys. There's other ones.
Yeah, or the way I put it, like, well, if God is real, well, he's not real enough to me, so I kind of don't care.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like,
but yeah,
Odin and fucking Zeus and Quetzalcoatl, like all those guys, you're just gonna forget about those guys. And let's not even forget. Let's forget about the 5 other major religions that existed before Christianity that had the same thing: a Messiah who was born on December 25th, who was and brought back to life in 3 days. That's not an original story. It's not.
Did the miracles, ascended to heaven, all the stuff. Yeah,
that's not original. So just because yours came so the 5th one was the magic one. The 5th story was the magic one. Really?
Yeah, it's like the old saying, 5th time's a charm. That's what they say, right?
Okay, but yeah, man.
But
that's what I'm on right now. I'm on the I like watching you guys show when I get a chance. I usually watch it taped because I'm usually busy. Like I said, I'm at the play.
Grandpa said taped.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, I used to. It's taped. Yeah, it's taped. It's digitally taped. Anyway, you can tell. I'm aging myself. Look at this. Great.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
I remember books on tape.
Good. Yeah.
But So I used to act a long time ago, and I wanted to get back into it. So
Nice.
I need
Yes,
something to do other than sit in this fucking house, bro.
Yes. Real quick, yeah. Of course, the almighty platypus, patron deity of neurodivergence.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's also I think there is a platypus god or at least the platypus has some kind of divinity in New
Platypus
Zealand.
God.
I
Yeah.
think.
I'm not gonna lie. That would be actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
See a big old beaver with a big old beaver with a duck bill laying eggs. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's venomous.
Yeah, a
Apparently.
venomous fucking egg laying beaver with a duck bill.
Yeah, it has like venomous like thumbs or something.
Yeah, that's like I love the platypus. It's like I see your categorizations of different types of animals, and I raise you a fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. What's that show where was that the platypus with the hat on, the cartoon?
Oh god.
What show was that? It was a cartoon.
Oh, I don't know.
Matt knows what I'm talking about. I saw it in his face.
Was it shit, I can't remember. Was it Phineas and something?
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
See, I just remember like one time I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I was in like just like one of the shops or whatever they had. There was like a candy store or something, and I saw something on a shelf, and I was like, okay, I have to buy this because it was just a little stuffed like platypus.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, that's awesome, but then I picked it up and I noticed like along like its belly, it had like a Velcro like opening. So I'm like, what's this? Like, is this supposed to be like a purse or like something you can like store stuff in? So
Right.
I pull back the Velcro and there's a tinier platypus inside of it.
Isn't
So
that crazy?
I'm like, okay, I have to buy this. So I did. And I still have it. So
yeah, I do a podcast called The Unreligious.
yeah. I was about to
And
say.
I used to do it every week. I don't do it every week now. Like I was just saying to Tommy, I'm going to do it once a week now. I mean, excuse me, once a month now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be other videos on my YouTube. I just have been trying to do stuff with work and doing the play and stuff. So I'm trying to put my time together.
Yeah.
To get it done. But yeah, man, I'm still around and I still pay attention. And I'm still laughing at goofballs on the internet. It's fun stuff.
There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
A lot of us.
It's a lot of the same shit, bro. And you know, and this government shutdown is a piece of shit. And
Yeah.
it's just like this is like the biggest shit show ever. It's like ridiculous. It's like what do a lot of people say? We're living in an alternate timeline right now.
Or like the worst timeline.
The worst timeline of possible. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're waiting for a certain fraction of the country to catch up with reality.
Right. It's like, dude, I'm not really worried about too much. But what I am is like, I can't wait for stupid people to stop being stupid. But that's not gonna fucking happen. So
no, they just need to stop having the power to be stupid on the rest.
Right,
of
exactly. On social media, it was easier to ignore stupid people because stupid people couldn't organize. They don't know how to organize.
Well, there's a lot of people on Facebook that like strangers, you know, that they're actually bots. Like half of the traffic on Facebook now is bots.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people about my age talking to people on YouTube or not YouTube, on Facebook. Like somebody talking about like Zoran in New York, and like Seattle had a socialist government member. I think they were on, and they were like, "Oh, it was a shit show." She was on city council, bitch. She voted with everybody else. She wasn't in charge of anything directly.
Right.
So like even the bots are ignorant. And
oh yeah. See, whenever I had my friend Jason laughing at me the other day because I was telling him, I said, dude, I block so many people and probably most of them are bots because as soon as someone says something stupid, whether it's to me or to somebody else, I go, you know what? I don't want them bothering me. Block. I just block them all. He goes, you're blocking all these people. I said, well, there's a good chance that they're bots, and if they're not bots, they're too stupid for me to talk to anyway. And you have to think about it. This is social media. There is a good chance that in real life, I would never meet these people anyway. So blocking them on social media doesn't mean anything, except I don't have to deal with them.
Exactly.
So that's what I do. Anybody who's out there just being hateful, mean, and making up bullshit, just reasons to be mean, I just block them because I'm a nice guy. I judge people by one thing and one thing only: your behavior. I don't give a fuck what you believe. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what music you listen to. If you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead. Period. That's all I care about.
Nice and simple. Yeah,
it's very simple. You act like a good person, I will treat you like a good person.
Yeah.
That's why like a douche, I might slap the shit out you. But other than
right.
other than that, Look at Matt's like, oh shit, Jimmy's
Well, I was just about to say, do we want to show James' comment?
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, that's not the same way I wanted into that. But
Oh, okay.
Well, let's put it up there. Let's see if so. I believe this is directed at Jimmy. So, other religions preceding Judaism had a concept of a Messiah. What? Do you want to amend that statement, good sir?
I would say
No, I
concept
don't.
of a savior. Messiah was
The
Jewish
specific
concept.
word, Messiah is specific, but the overall concept of some sort of like redeeming figure that's gonna come and save everyone. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a general trope, at least as far as I'm aware. But yeah,
Hold on.
oh,
I am looking this up real quick so I can.
all right,
I don't put any of this stuff in my memory, so
right,
Consult the interwebs.
yeah,
yeah.
all shapes, colors, and sizes. Yes, some are ribbed for her pleasure. I mean, yeah.
Okay,
I thought of corrugated.
here we go.
when you said
Religions
that
with
for some
thematic
reason.
similarities. We got Osiris. We got Dionysus. We got Hercules. We got Mithras. We got Horus. That's the big one. The
Yeah,
Egyptian
Horus.
falcon-headed dude.
Yeah,
We got
Horus was badass.
Asclepius. You know, they had similar stories to the Messiah that Christianity did, and they don't have the originality for that kind of story. If you're going to tell me that Horus's birthday wasn't on December 25th, yes, it was, according to that particular religion.
yeah.
So
Yeah, you got
And-
crammed
and
all
I will
together.
also-
he performed miracles. He was the son of God, all that kind of stuff. But he was the son of the sun god because it was different. It was the sun god
Yeah.
for the
Right.
whatever.
And also probably like a fair point here, like there also is probably fair to point out the Christian idea of a Messiah tends to also be kind of different than the traditional
Right. Absolutely.
Jewish
That's-
like version of a
Different than
Messiah.
Judy.
Right, because Jewish people don't think
Yeah,
he
that
was,
this lady named Judy, she had a completely different.
Yeah, Judy's a crazy bitch. But no, the Judaism, they don't recognize Jesus as the Messiah. They recognize him as a prophet, period.
Well, if that, some of them
If
might
that,
just even,
if
yeah.
that. But
Yeah,
what I
like
say,
maybe
they don't see him as the son of God as Christians do. Because people, there's a lot of people nowadays, and it's kind of crazy, especially these evangelicals in America. Some of these motherfuckers actually think Jesus was Christian.
Well,
Can
he
you
was the
wrap your head
first
around that?
Christian.
No.
That makes no goddamn sense. So
No.
Yeah.
that's what I'm dealing with from a regular day-to-day basis for people who don't understand that Jesus was a Jewish carpenter. Period.
Yeah.
If he was real in the first place.
Maybe not even a carpenter, because like
Yeah, there's
But-
yeah. Might have been like
Nazareth didn't have many fucking trees, so like it was probably a stoneworker, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
because apparently, because this is something I heard, like the word that we've translated into carpenter, like if you look in the original Greek, it
Mhm.
really just means something
Worker.
along the lines of like worked with your hands.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought maybe you guys were alluding to the fact he might have been like Tim Allen, who's always hurting himself.
there could be that too. But but
Taylor the Tool Man.
He became a messiah.
Something I-
'cause he was-
something I
he
saw
was bad with his
recently-
hands.
yeah, but something I saw recently, like okay, let's go with the whole trope. He was a carpenter. Like I saw someone
Right.
post this thing, like, man, can you imagine like someone who like saw the crucifixion but was only familiar with Jesus in like a professional capacity? They're like, honey, you see like the guy who they just killed the guy who made our table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
And then they're like, Jesus!
what did they kill him for? He was a good fucking
did he do wrong?
The table still works.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, BS can be a little Judyish. I don't know what that means, but yes and amen. Actually,
Hey, honey, the guy that put on our new front door, they put nails in his feet and hands. It was crazy.
yeah. So, but apparently, so James, the gentleman who had the question, like wanting to know if you would amend your statement, he said, like, oh, so he backtracked. I don't think Jimmy backtracked. I think maybe
I didn't backtrack at all.
clarified. But if James wants to,
but I didn't backtrack.
Yeah,
Is he a
but if-
Christian?
yeah, but if I think I don't remember.
I don't
actually.
care what he has to say. I don't care.
But I am intrigued by James's. I don't want to hear more, honestly. But like I'm intrigued by his
Unlike everybody
I
else on the
project
internet.
reality and substitute my own thing that he has going on.
Yeah, I'm just not interested in having discussions
Yeah.
with people I don't know who are actually just trying to you're not going to prove me wrong, bro. The only way you're going to prove me wrong is if God comes down and goes, look, I'm real. James is right. And that's not going to happen, bro.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
James
no,
keeps coming back.
he's one of our top fans on Facebook, which like yeah. So, but anyway, so what if this is a good question by
I
BS
like
here?
that.
Yeah. What if Jesus had a government contract to make crosses? Like, what's the phrase? Like, hoisted by your own petard? Like, yeah, man. What if he actually made his, just like Haman, and where that that saying comes from back in Esther? Yeah,
That's crazy.
That would be funny if it just fell apart while he's on it, and he just runs off going, "Fuck you! I'm shit at that."
Wow, that means that he was the instrument of his own demise. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, but honestly, that is the story. Like, that was God's plan. Like, he wanted it to happen. So really, in that case, like Judas, like he's like a hero. Like, when he betrayed him, like we should be celebrating him. But
yeah, he's trying to get things to go down. He was encouraging.
Yeah. Anyway,
if Yahweh is real, which I don't believe for 1 second, let's just entertain the fact that he's real. He's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Yahweh's real, I'm pretty sure he's only in charge of the Levant.
Like that video I sent you today in Messenger, what the girl said.
Yes,
I'm the same way. I would just okay, fuck you. I'm skipping my way to hell. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You're a dick. Why would I follow you? You're a dick, dude. You're a fucking dick.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's one. Yeah, that's one thing. Like I tell Christians who like try to convince me that it was like, no, like if he is real, like then it's better for him if I don't think that he's real, because like I will not be a fan. But yeah.
I told you what I'd say to him.
Good night, James.
Real.
Good night.
You remember that, Tommy?
What's that?
You remember what I said? I'd say to him if he was real.
I do, but I'd love to hear it again.
Go fuck yourself.
Yep, that's the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like you're a fucking C- student, probably D+ at this point, and you want me to worship you? Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not the work of a supreme being. No. Sorry, this is garbage. This is total.
That's
garbage.
like first tier management.
This is a guy who didn't take notes during the fucking lecture, and now he's trying to bullshit his way through the universe. Go fuck yourself, Yahweh. Right in the mouth.
Yep.
Right in the mouth.
When you said Yahweh's a dick, I was thinking he was really into circumcision. That was like his is Yahweh? Is he just like the holy penis? Is like this whole deal? Maybe the Asherah pole was what he called his ding dong.
Cutting people's dicks up. That's some nasty shit, bro.
Yeah, that's why, like, okay, because like circumcision, like that's one of the things, like, because when you bring up issues, like slavery, like, we've mentioned, but like a lot of Christian apologists will say things like, well, you got to consider like, the time period, like slavery was just such a part of the culture. Like it would have been like it's like, it would have been too extreme for God to just like immediately like say, well, we're stopping it now. Like, never mind the fact that like all these laws came like right when he had freed the Israelites from slavery, and they were essentially like starting over, like with a new nation. Like, you would think that would be the perfect time to say, hey, now that we're like completely starting over, like new society, let's just not even start the whole slavery thing. But that's beside the point. But for them to say like, no, it was just such an ingrained part of their culture that would have been too big of a step for God to ask them to not start owning people. But apparently it wasn't too big of a deal for God to tell them to chop the ends of their dicks off. Like, that apparently wasn't asking too much. Like, what the fuck?
Or to part of Red Sea.
I know,
like, it's like, not own a person, chop off the end of my dick. Like
I know the truth. The truth is that we're human beings just trying to figure shit out, and there's no deity that is around to give a shit. We're just figuring shit out. And what it is, we progressively get better, because like the life expectancy back in the 1700s, like 1600s, I think it was, or something like that. A long time ago was like 35.
Yeah, like the average.
The main reason for that was there's a lot of infants that died, right?
Yeah.
And so we figure shit out medically as we go ahead in future, because we're understanding how things work. We're doing experiments and research and actually figuring out how to help people. Now we got people living to 80, 90, 100 years old.
No, that's probably because of prayer, Jimmy.
No, prayer doesn't do shit. Prayer can kiss my ass.
But people prayed, and then the doctors learned how to do things.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
who's to say it wasn't the
Dude.
prayer that started it?
Real
I love
shit.
that. I love that phrase. Prayer can kiss my ass. Just the whole concept of prayer.
Kiss my ass.
Conform lips.
Yep, and kiss my ass. Right. If you can tell me you can pray for something and it happens because you prayed, I can tell you to pray or can kiss my ass. That's about as much sense.
There you go. No.
I just don't have patience for that. It's silly, but we're grown-ups, man. I'll be 58 in 2 months, bro.
Wow.
And I ain't got
Happy
time
early
for this
birthday.
bullshit. I ain't got time for this.
So
I
yeah,
just
wouldn't,
don't, bro.
yeah,
It's
wouldn't
ridiculous.
be surprised if God was just an intricate euphemism for a penis. Yeah, apparently in Hebrew, that's if from what little I know about the Hebrew language and like the words in the Bible, like from what I've learned, it's almost like what word in Hebrew is not a euphemism for genitals? That seems to be the shorter list.
I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Speaking of, where's Dr. Kip? Like, did he fall asleep again? Anyway. So
yeah, I just want to come on my first chance to catch you guys live in a few weeks. So.
Yeah, you haven't talked to you like face to face in a while, but yeah.
No, I haven't. But yeah, but like I said, I've been trying to between my job and the family and then the play. I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off, bro. It's crazy.
But hey, whenever you do get the new show started up, people like if you see Jimmy in the chat, just like click on his name, that'll take you to his channel. Until he starts a new one, go back and watch his old episodes of Unreligious. I'm featured on quite a few of those.
Oh yeah, you're on there, yeah.
And hope to be like if he's open, I could.
Oh yeah, definitely. You and Matt.
Yeah.
Matt's usually busy on Thursdays, but he's welcome.
I blanked out. What are we talking about?
Oh shit! I retract that. That he's not welcome. Fucking asshole. Pay attention.
Yeah.
I was also serious.
I was thinking about cereal. No, anyway, yeah, I come on Thursday night at the same time they come on. You guys come on at 7 Central still, right?
Yeah, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and
right, yeah.
on
so
down
on
the time zone.
Time,
yeah.
And I'm going to do my live.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to be probably the first Thursday of the month. Thanks, Antarctic Fox. I can't say your name right. I'm sorry. Antarctic Fox.
We just call him Fox.
All right, cool. Fox. I got you. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. But anyway, I'm going to start doing it on the first Thursday of the month. That makes sense. Since I'm going to do it on this coming tomorrow, the second Thursday, excuse me, because tomorrow would be the first Thursday. So from now on, I'll just do it on the second Thursday of the month, which is, towards the beginning of the month. But yeah, try to do it once a month at least and try to spread it out a month. So that'll probably work. But I'll have other videos and shorts and stuff like that I'll try. And once I get it going, it'll be going faster. Chicken with his head cut off. Don't you mean cook with his foreskin? Talk with the foreskin cut off. That too. But that's just painful to think about there, BS. That's painful to think about.
Yeah. Right. But also real quick, we're not Republicans. I don't know if any of us.
I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am a person with common sense who votes Democrat because they're the only ones that make any goddamn sense. And they don't.
Yeah.
They lie. They lie. Yes, of course they do. But Republicans are just ridiculous. Plus, if the KKK is vote Republican, decision has been made for me. Oh, I got to vote for the other party.
Yeah. I would just say I'm.
You locked up.
Yeah, you locked up. He was locking up there a little bit earlier. I saw that his camera was kind of pausing on him. But yeah, it's kind of easier for me, Matt, because it's like I'm going to vote for the party who isn't trying to fucking hang me in a fucking tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Fair enough.
It's easier for me. I get it for some people who are
nice,
whatever, and you have a weird perspective, but
nice.
It's kind of like if one party is kind of has more empathy and actually are trying to help people live their life from day to day, you probably want to go with them because the Republicans are the actual antithesis of that.
Yeah,
they're greedy, they're mean, and they're liars. So they're just horrible people.
Yes, Blue Steel brought to you by my crappy internet connection this evening. Thank you.
Who's your internet provider, Tom?
Well, it's not my internet provider. It's just my laptop. Like I booted it up tonight, and all of a sudden it just like completely forgot that Wi-Fi is a thing. Like, is it like they're literally like I don't even have Wi-Fi settings on my laptop right now. It just it's completely gone. So I pull it out like my old like super long LAN cable, like so I'm running it from the modem in my office all the way here to my dining room. So, and it's kind of an old crappy cable. So,
Oh, that makes sense. So
It just got mad at him.
as soon as he said that,
It took offense.
his face. He's come back like motherfucker.
So I'm further left than Democrat, but so I'm actually a member of DSA, Democratic Socialists of America. I can vote Democrat unless there's a DSA candidate, which is like never around here.
yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. Before things got really crazy, I knew people who were Republicans, but they were decent people, right? They just had a different way they wanted to run the bit. And I get it. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But you can't be so different that you're willing to step on people's rights to live.
Right.
That's the part that bothers me.
Yeah.
You want to do things differently, not a problem. But if you want to shit on people and make it harder for people to live and make it harder for people to take care of their kids, then you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Yeah, that's why when people say like, oh, it's like I don't understand why people are getting so upset. It's just differences of political opinions. Like, no, like differences of political opinions is things like, okay, what do you think the exact tax rate should be, or what do you think about like foreign policy, or what do you think about like
we're talking about doing things that are unconstitutional, legitimately against the
or
law.
It's not bigotry, it's not racism, it's not sexism, it's not homophobia. It's like that's not.
How do you want to spend this money? This way or that way? It's not. Hey, we're going to take all their money, fuck them, and let them die. That's not the same thing.
Or it's like, we think people should just starve to death and not.
Exactly. It's like that's not right, bro. It's not right.
That's not just a difference of opinion. Yeah,
the government is supposed to help the people of the country, not
right.
It's crazy.
Windmill. Yeah, unfortunately, with some family and other friends, I can kind of relate.
Yeah, I get that.
But hey, good news. I just want to make sure Jimmy saw this. Apparently, you got someone who joined your channel just within 30 seconds of you joining the stream. So you have a not just appealing, but quickly appealing. So and Fox is apparently subbed to Jimmy almost as long as he's been subbed to us. So
thanks Fox. Appreciate you. I'll get up more content for you, man. I'm sorry. I've been like I said, I got busy stuff going on, bro. This is the busiest I've been since I've lived here in the last 10 years. So. Wow. I'm loving life. I like being busy because it keeps me from, getting bored and, feel like I'm useless. But now I'm doing things. I'm interacting with different people. I'm meeting new people. I'm doing things and going places and I'm doing the stuff for the people. So there you go. I like it.
We approve.
Yes. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, bro. I just wanted to make my face be known.
Yeah.
All right. Your face is known.
I know I don't come on live for a while, but I still watch you guys. So
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. And I'll be keeping up with your channel too. Looking forward to the stuff you got.
I'll be in the chat next week when you're on to let you know exactly when the show is going to be on next Thursday and what I'm going to be doing after that. It's going to take me another week to get it all nailed down, but I'll definitely keep you guys abreast of what's going on.
Awesome. All right. And thanks, Fox. Yeah, Fox hears you. Yeah. Life is busy.
Yeah.
Never hold it against.
Fox, love you, brother.
All righty.
All right, you guys have a good one. I'm
out. You too. Good to talk to you, Jimmy. Thanks for hopping on.
Yes, sir.
See you around, buddy.
Yep. How do I get out of here? There it is. I see it. Bye.
Jimmy. So
I do want to show this again. So the conclusion I came to about where people went, I think things are happening a lot faster than an older generation is equipped to process. And so I think what's happening is they see their worldview dying. And unless they keep it alive, it starts to go away. I could see that being a scary thing. And feeling like they need to hang on to it because everything they think about, like a lot of their concept about themselves and about their world is wrapped up in that. And so that's like a religious deconstruction and a general understanding of the world deconstruction. So I can understand why people are holding on to it, and also the cult is a real thing.
Right. Yeah. All right, man.
Somebody failed upward into becoming a just a fantastic cult leader.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. All right. Well, I'm on to my third drink. I'm on to the unleaded or non-alcoholic. So this is like the same brewery that I've been drinking those more like tropical IPAs, like with the mango and peach. But this is a new one I saw from them. It's their just regular hazy IPA, and it's pretty good. It's got a nice, like one, it actually kind of tastes like a beer, but and I say a little more than a lot of other non-alcoholic beers I've had. A little more of a like bready character to it. Like it actually has a little more of that like malt character. That's usually why I go with like the hazy IPAs when it comes to non-alcoholic. Because it's like you can just like load it up with hops and like make it hazy, and then that gives it like more body and flavor, but still getting a little more flavor from the malt in this one, which is nice. Nice change of pace. So, but yeah.
So, yeah, old ways are right. Just cling to it. Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure out ways to spend our money not on them as much as possible. They won't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they need the money, but they love the power and the attention. It's like, yeah, my mom. I get that. My mom wasn't either, but doesn't think she is now. Also,
yeah, I would say like with my parents, I'd say it's definitely not conscious, because I think in ways that they are conscious of, they are actually like very like opposite. Because I remember even like back like when I was I think I mentioned this before on the show recently, but like when I was a kid, this was like back in the 80s, like, and we're living in like small town Ohio, so it's like if you are racist, it's like if there's anywhere to be, I mean, it's not quite your Alabamas or Mississippis, but
everybody's like, well, he's not killing people.
Yeah, but basically, it's like it was a situation where they didn't have to do what they did, but on principle they did, and it was basically like the swimming pool like club or whatever we were a part of. Because I remember this place like only vaguely, but from what I remember from it, it was like awesome. Like we loved going there. It was a lot of fun. But they found out that the people like in charge of it basically just like weren't letting black people in. And like as soon as they found out, they're like, "All right, we're done with this place." So it's like I always say, like, and plenty of other things like that as well. But like, so I say to their credit, like at least consciously, they're not thinking like, "Oh, I'm racist. I dislike black people." It's all this like subconscious or just the things they support is like the way they want society to be, like whether they realize it or not is effectively racist, like and things like that. So yeah, it's just.
Like, not saying that they're bad. It's like soft racism, because it's not like saying black people are just worse at life. It's
right.
I'm not saying they're worse at life. I'm just saying like they're just not as good at life, it seems, as white people are. Like that kind of thing.
Or they might say, "Oh, I don't have a problem with black people as long as they behave a certain way."
They're not subhuman.
Yeah.
They're just a lower ranking human.
Yeah. Or it's like, well, as long as they, again, this isn't the wording they would use, but it's essentially, well, as long as they act like white people, they're fine.
Yes. So yes, I have family who do not have a problem with people who act like the black version of white. Like that's like their extent. But like if somebody is. It's particularly like low income, more city, and they don't understand that like a lot of what they're interpreting as a problem and calling something has a lot to do with slavery ending not that long ago, and we bred human beings like farm animals. Like
I mean,
and they didn't leave because I don't know reasons. All they knew, less shit. Things were expensive. What like all kinds of shit. Yeah. But like now you're gonna get mad that like they're not acting the same.
Yeah, because people think like we think of like slavery, like here in the States, is like oh, this like distant past. Like that was less than 200 years ago, like just barely more than 150 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're talking generation numbers, that is recent. Your like great grandparents were slaves in some cases. Like that's
Yeah.
also it's fucked up. We just figured out what germs were like 100 fucking years ago. Maybe we shouldn't fuck around with AI. If we're like we just learned about germs, not to like there was a reason why you got sick eating with your wiping hand.
Yeah. So, all right. So I was briefly away
Frozen.
again, but we did get a suggestion from B.S. Lewis. So I had to open up like our stream in another window.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna put windmills thing up.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
You froze again. So yeah, Ford Reagan and the Fox News channel has been just enormously good at propagandizing. Like it is just it's basically brainwashing at this point.
Yeah, 'cause I remember like for people who know my backstory, like I used to be like very like conservative Republican, like very big like Fox News fan, like especially like in college. But
you froze again.
Like moving away from that and not watching Fox News like for years. Just like a couple of years ago, just like one of my friends on Facebook just like shared something from Fox. I want to say it was like Jesse Waters or something talking about like the whole like trans thing and how I think the specific thing was like at Disney World.
He's a trash can of a human being.
Yeah. I think it was the specific thing they were talking about was like at Disney World. I guess one of their big things, like for people like when they're walking into like a new like ride or attraction or something, and they say something like "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to whatever," but they changed it to instead of like saying "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls," they just said "friends."
Oh no!
And I'm like, that makes sense, you know it. And also, it's like, yeah, friends. I mean, that's just a nice thing to say.
It's more welcoming.
But their whole like, oh, they're degendering everyone. I'm like, so like going
Are all your friends degendered, Jesse?
any of this. Yeah. So basically, just going from like not watching any of this shit for years, and then seeing that, like, it was jarring. Like, it felt like this was a parody. Like, I'm like, this cannot be real. But like, nope, that's just what it is.
Yeah, and then you reflect, you're like, surely it wasn't like that. And then you kind of like remember, and you're like, oh no, it was a whole lot like that. It's worse now. But like, really, they're just better at doing what they were doing before.
Yeah.
Like Glenn Beck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
I mean, he got real fat for a bit. And then I saw him recently. He lost all his weight except his face. His face kept all of the fat it had. Now, I'm not saying he started drinking again, but that is something that liquor will do to your face as you get older.
That is true. All right, so
you get all that face meat.
But I hear like someone said like a lot of animals is like the cheeks, like that's the best meat, but I don't remember what that was from.
Is it because you don't see like the smartest animals munching on faces? So it's usually like the cockroaches and shit.
Yeah. I don't know, but I want to say that's some kind of delicacy. Is like
I was like, what do you do when you're jealous? You just eat motherfuckers' faces, like hope the Silence of the Lambs and shit.
I need to watch that again. It's such a good movie.
I have never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I just know about that scene. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I think I'm fine.
I mean, there's a reason like it won like Best Picture Oscar, Best Actor, Best Actress. Also, like Anthony Hopkins, he won Best Actor for that movie. He had like less than 30 minutes of screen time.
Well, that's how you do it.
Like he was just that good.
That's how you know they deserve it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm a fan. I even enjoyed Hannibal, the sequel, which apparently wasn't as like acclaimed or people didn't think it was. I enjoyed it.
Was Jodie Foster in that? She was in that, right?
No, Jodie Foster was in Silence of the Lambs. She did not
Right.
return for Hannibal. That was Julianne Moore played that character. Yeah,
I like Jodie Foster.
Yeah, they both did great in their respective portrayals. But
I used to have a crush on her when I was like in high school. I never found out she was gay, and I was like, "Fucking figures!" Like I ever had a chance.
yeah, but anyway, so this video that BS linked to in the chat. So yeah, he was saying like definitely is too long for today because it's about 27 minutes, and but it's a Allie Beth Stuckey. Looks like someone analyzing her appearance on Surrounded. That's what it looks like.
Interesting. Wait, what crowd was she in?
Yeah, so the title, I think I saw someone else referencing this video. It was a YouTube video I watched today where someone was talking about this. I can't remember what channel it was. But
was she in the circle or was she in the middle?
Like, yeah, she was like the hero or whatever. Oh yeah, I think it was Mindshift was talking about this. Yeah, so I guess it was supposed to be she was like the conservative Christian, but against a bunch of progressive Christians.
Interesting.
But I guess this is some like super fundamentalist Christian analyzing her. Like, here's what she should have said. And that
sounds tremendous.
Well, but for what I remember, I think this is a video that Mindshift covered recently, and this is basically one of those Christians who says, "Well, you're assuming that slavery actually is wrong." And he's like,
"That's a fair point. It's a fair point. Also, racist."
Yeah, it's like, but Mindshift, Brandon,
you're just assuming owning people is wrong.
Yeah, but Brandon
God owns us, so we should be able to own people.
But yes, you should be pleased that you don't know who she is. Yes, but
I'm just
that's
pleased
the thing
because I want to be mad at her.
But that's the thing that Brandon on Mindshift was saying. He's like, but here's the thing, like strictly, like biblically speaking, like he's right. If you are going to say like the Bible is your standard for morality, then no, you cannot say that slavery is just wrong because the Bible doesn't. In fact, quite the opposite. So,
oh wait, speaking of Jubilee, Andrew.
Here, I'm just going to share this real quick so people can see. Yeah, go on.
If you guys haven't seen Andrew from Channel 5, and if you don't know what Channel 5 is, it's like an indie news channel. He does like some real fair reporting. Usually he's in lefty somewhere. But he was in the middle, the hero or whatever, in Surrounded, and he was talking to conspiracy theorists. And apparently they didn't watch any of his stuff because he just basically showed up and was an awesome person who disagreed with people. And it was like really anticlimactic, but just like really uplifting to watch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Allie Beth Stuckey. And then the guy on the right, I forget his name. But he's some sort of like progressive Christian dude. But I thought he I want to say he was like involved or implicated in some kind of scandal or something involving like, I don't know, but I remember seeing an interview with him. I want to say it was on the Deep Drinks podcast, and he was just like, okay, he seems like a nice guy, but it's that kind of progressive Christian where I'm just annoyed because it's like, okay, it sounds like you're just saying things that sound nice to you, but again, like I was
say anything, one thing that isn't also something else.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So this could be food for future thought. And also, BS, let us know if you want to join us for that as well.
I have a hard time. Did you see how her hair was parted, like real aggressively?
Yeah.
it just looked like her hair was growing out like parallel to her scalp.
Yeah.
When people do that, it makes me nervous.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, that doesn't look comfortable for somebody to go, my hair is going to be fucking tight against my head. Like, I don't.
Right. But yeah, so yeah, as BS says, yeah, his whole premise is how can we say homosexuality is wrong and not support slavery is objectively moral and be consistent? Like, yeah, because yeah, if you're going to go by what, especially like what the Old Testament says is right or wrong, if that's where you're getting your ideas that homosexuality is wrong, then you're saying the whole thing is correct. Then you also got to say slavery is fine. Yeah, horrible but consistent. Yep.
Also, that hat was a choice.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand where. I don't get. I mean, when I was younger, wearing what'd you say? Right. Yeah. There's just something. It's like if they'll hurt themselves with that.
Yeah.
No, I don't want the hat backwards. I used to get it when I was younger. I used to be like, hey, I got a hat backwards. So it's very cool. And then now I see people with it. I'm like, well, if you're not wearing a face mask and catching baseballs, I don't understand what you're doing. Or if it's not in the way while you're trying to work, like real close to a wall or something, what are you even doing? Why is your hat up backwards?
Yeah.
No fucking point. It's more like his hair is wearing a hat also. Anyway.
One way to put it. All right. So, yeah, possibly another time. Yes. Like I said, BS, let us know if you want to join us for that. Because another thing I remember us mentioning recently, how a while ago we did that episode where we did like the Bible characters tier list. But like we put it out there, like this was like before people were really watching us at all. Because I feel like maybe that's something we need to do again. And I put it out there, and I remember somebody in the chat saying they were interested in joining us, but I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was like BS or Ember or Fox or Windmill or whoever. But yeah, if that person is in the chat now, yeah, let me know if people would like to join us for a Bible character tier list episode. Because when it was just me and Matt, that was a lot of fun. But I think having more people in, and that would just be more fun.
Yeah, Satan won.
Yeah, that's. I think I don't know which was my favorite placement. That Satan was God tier. That God was. We made the lowest tier lukewarm. Yeah, thought that was a very biblical way to put the lowest. And so we put God in lukewarm tier. But then maybe my favorite was we put Jesus in mid. I don't know. There's something that cracked me up.
Fully God and fully human. What's he like? Like the best he can pull off is a C+.
Right. Yeah, but I don't know. Just something about the phrase "Jesus is mid" that just amused me so very much.
It also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we had good reason. Like we had like actual like arguments about this and stuff. So that was
yeah. Yeah, there was logic. We were dipping in. Well, yes, that's true. Everybody's just a character.
Yeah,
but some of them, like if you were gonna have like a fighting game, like pit them against each other, some people would win.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't you then, it can be you now or whenever we do it, Fox. But yeah. I also thought I seem to remember Ember saying she was interested as well. So yeah, this might be a more the merrier situation. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see. But so yeah. Well, here's. Let's see if I can bring up our email address again. So I'll try to remember. But also, if you are interested, email us here. And if someone maybe wants to share this with Ember, if you have a way to get a hold of her, or I might be able to reach out to her on Facebook or something. But yeah, email us it's the Humanity Live or the Humanity Live. You can spell it either way. And yes, I'm going to make that joke every damn time because I fucking love it. At gmail.com for this or any other reason. But yeah, we'll see if we can get that on the schedule to do a redo of the Bible character tier list with friends. So yeah, I that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So Yeah. All right. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fox number BS. I would enjoy that. So.
I would also enjoy.
Would you enjoy that as much as whatever it is you're enjoying right now? Are you enjoying that right now? I guess.
No. Yes. Sometimes the dry vape pen it's not supposed to combust anything. Sometimes it just gets just right up to that. And it's more of art than a science.
Oh yeah. So the skeptic thing. Are you familiar with what this is?
A little bit. I'm a little familiar.
Yeah, basically, I guess it's supposed to be like similar to the whole like atheist super friends, like big super collab thing that he did recently with a bunch of people. I guess he's just putting it out there again. So if people want to like submit a video, and then it seems like a thing like he just asking. It's like an open request for submissions, and then he'll choose some and like make a video.
What's the length on it? On the video?
I don't remember if it's said, but I mean, I'm thinking it's probably from when I remember what they did in the Super Friends thing. It was only like a couple of minutes, maybe. But so, which part is like I don't know if we're able to do something that short, but so
I don't know. We'd almost have to like pull a clip.
Yeah, I mean, it would basically have to be like some
Atheist B team go. Absolutely, put me in, coach. Time to flex that JV muscle.
Yeah. So 3 minutes. Okay. So it sounds like it'd basically just be like some random like short we could like react to, but I think it has to be in like sometime next month or at the end of this month. I don't remember what the timeline was.
How long is Cervical Scoop?
It's currently that's at 5 minutes.
Okay.
Or 5 something. But we could probably make it shorter. But I don't know.
It's not. There's not.
Yeah, because
not like skeptic related at all.
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing. I was about to say there's really nothing of substance in there, but of course that's substantial. I guess maybe just not the substance he's probably going for.
Right. Oh, not at all. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we could do like something from like Off the Curb, or that might be fun. So yeah, or if anyone else has a suggestion, like if you like have I got this. This is like the perfect short for these guys to react to. If you have it, yeah, send it our way. Here, I'll put the email address back out there. Or
I'm trying to get my YouTube algorithm to start showing me more Christian stuff again, because it was like, so you like politics, and it was like fire hose.
Yeah. So yeah, email us there, or like I said, we're also on like Facebook. But here, the thing about YouTube is like I find, unless someone else knows, I don't really know a good way to just like directly like contact people like through Facebook, like sending like private messages. I don't think that's a thing. Or
no, it seems like it should be.
Yeah, but whenever we do
an option you could put out there is like to be contacted directly.
Yeah, but yeah. So Fox, if you're in, email us or find our Facebook page is also linked in the description, so you can find us there, message us there. But yeah, get in touch with us so we have a way to get a hold of you, and we'll get this set up. Yeah. Same with UBS. Like you're obviously welcome for that. And then I am friends with Ember on Facebook, so that's like an easy way for me to get a hold of her.
I don't use Facebook that much anymore.
Yeah. But when you do, it's
explosive.
Yeah, that's like I can always tell like when Matt's been on Facebook again, because I like open up my app and I got like 19 notifications. It's like, oh, Matt's like read all my stuff for the past week. So, cool.
I used to get a kick out of like debating with people who are acting like bots. Not debating, but just like asking them questions.
Yeah.
Like self-reflection questions.
All right.
They often don't reply.
Yeah. All right. So Fox has no book of faces, probably smart. So we'll email. Awesome. All righty. Sounds good, my friend.
It's currently the most down to fash. Well, no, Twitter definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Facebook is still like, well, we might not be down to fash, but we'll hold your dick for you.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah.
And he's like, fucking find it. I don't have a Trump impression.
That was good though. I good enough for me.
It was more the impression of. Did you ever watch our cartoon president when it was on?
No.
It was back during the first Trump presidency.
Hmm.
You know, when things were still fun and
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, Trump was in, like in a jacuzzi with Pelosi and Schumer, and what's that guy from Kentucky? Anyway, this isn't important.
Yeah, Senator Droopy. Yeah.
So that was the voice I was doing a bad version of.
Gotcha. Yep.
Anywho,
enough, I guess. All right. Well, no. Did you have anything else for this evening, or?
Not really. I'm gonna. Nope. Probably gonna eat some food and watch some X-Files.
Solid.
Or I just started watching Castle.
Mm.
Those two main characters just like eye fuck each other the whole show. That's like their job is to like sexual tension with the eyes and just eye fuck each other the whole show.
Not familiar with it, but
yeah,
I'll take your word for it. So,
as the guy from Firefly.
No, haven't seen that either.
What?
Yeah.
He said to Tommy, who hasn't seen things.
It's like, come on, you should know this by now. But quick distraction. Dude walked in on you jerking it. Would you stop? Hint: there is a right answer. It depends on who, I guess.
I would say depends because because that could become a weapon at that point where you're like, I'm gonna make them super uncomfortable, like fucking asshole.
I mean, it depends on the dude. I mean, obviously, like if it was BS, I mean, yes, but it would only mean because he made me finish sooner. I mean,
interesting. Yeah.
So I guess if the dude from Firefly walked in.
I didn't watch Castle out of spite because I think he got that role right after Firefly was canceled. And I was like, you guys just broke up. You can't just
Yeah. If you stop, you're embarrassed. If you don't, he is.
Yeah.
It does sound like his fault. Yeah.
That was my whole use it as a weapon thing.
Yep.
Ooh, but what if like what if it becomes like a staring contest, right? Where like you're like refusing to stop and he's refusing to look away.
But what if then he starts?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That does complicate things.
Yeah, then I figure it'd be rude for me to not continue as well. It's like, oh, this is just the thing we're doing now. All right. So.
Yeah, that would be. Wait, but then you're both just trying to like one up each other at that point.
Which.
With embarrassment.
I was about to say, I love how serious of a discussion.
And then that becomes.
I'm not sure I do.
And then I think. You just develop a fetish at that point for wanting to embarrass people.
Yes, the old staring contest. That is exactly what people are referring to when they say, the old staring. Such a trope. Thank you.
Oh, handoff rather. Yeah, it is.
Guarantee the other person. Honest. I like that. All right. All right. Well, I'm not sure if there is anywhere to go from here, but if there is, I'm not sure I want to. So,
No, I mean,
so
I start to say things I regret. I'm pretty sure that's what happens next.
all right, I'll just put this out there one more time. So yeah, if anyone wants to get in on our upcoming Bible character tier list collab, or just like for any other reason, if you have suggestions, either like videos you want us to watch, topics you want us to discuss, or if you just want to come on and join us as a guest for other things, you know. But yeah, or if you want to join us in that Bible character tier list collab, and we'll hopefully get that in the works soon. But yeah, email us, or if you follow us on Facebook, you can message us there. If you don't, the link to our Facebook page is in the description. Yeah. So
what if in our God tier list we introduce modifiers like weapons?
Ooh, what do you mean?
We're like, all right, so it's like Jesus with a chainsaw versus Satan with a knife.
This is true. That we're not quite. Sometimes we're not quite as bad as Kip.
No, sometimes the sign off sneaks up on us. We're just like, oh, I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, I think we're done.
I think we're done. May your things and stuff be forever with your people.
And see you next week for things and stuff and people. Bye.
Bye.